for that one with our people completion. So this will do. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course, please for Kingdom. Okay, well, and next up is the girls' schools match between Bradfield School and Royal College Belfast. It was won by Bradfield 1-0. So we'd like somebody from Bradfield. Somebody from Bradfield School. Your chair for this Bradfield will be. And in the closed match, closed schools match, Ipswich beat Peterborough 2-0. So, can we have somebody from Ipswich, please? I think that's captain, so I can look at it. Well done, Ipswich.
The women's group sent me a bunch of fun facts about them. Under 30 football, Ellie Smith, the captain. Yes, she is. She actually sent me a long list of things about her like greatest achievements or something. She also sent me. Here we go. Also sent me some things like Ellie Harrison. I think our price needs to be a bit closer to us. They are meant to be. I think they've set them up. Yeah, I think Louis Thompson has. Yeah, Louis Thompson, the president of Cambridge. Yeah, he walked in with a box of money. So Louis is wearing a blue jacket. He's very tall, and I can't add any more description on that. Watch out for the pits hospital. Right, so who's doing the introductions, Henry? I don't mind. I think you go words and I'll do the men's later. Okay. You lead from the front. You have more experience than I have, so. That may be a decent way to split the workload. Yeah. Although, yeah, we'll see. I've been doing my best on that. No, you're actually doing really well. Well, just, I found actually it just sort of, you know, just try not to, yeah, exactly. Just try not to speak when each of us is speaking, as in, but that's quite easy. That's the only, I think that's the only real we can just exchange glasses. Exactly, yeah. And also, at least it's TV, so you don't have to be. Like, silence isn't the worst thing in the world. I feel like that's a good lesson. I hear you should probably actually be doing it. Yeah. I mean, if you go for okay.
Rachel Harrison and Ellie Harrison are There's a story there, Phil.
Ellie's also on Twitter.
Another one. We need to stop talking to our.
I know, yeah. We're using it a lot.
It's just preparation. Really, all three of them?
Yeah. It's also
Oh, it's a he.
It says CAW, yeah. And me that did it, I can't see that far. And I've got this. I have.
Is that the correct?
Yeah. Yeah, but I need someone to.
How are you going to correct that? That's James Camkin and Johnny Park on the sideline there. The two players with probably the largest height disparity between them, I would say.
There is a large height disparity.
James Camkin with a wingspan of about 2 metres. Jonathan Park about a quarter of that, I would say. Yeah, I agree. Half past already, a bit late. The Corbridge.
Corbridge.
We'll have to. We'll mention that, I think. Are we going to get the nod at some point?
Are we online? Welcome to Southgate Hockey Club for the 120th Varsity matches, obviously played between Oxford University and Cambridge University. The players are about to walk out onto the pitch where they will sing the national anthems.
We've just been told that following a bit of trouble with the royal family this year, that the national anthems have been struck off the agenda, which unfortunate from my point of view, Henry.
I always used to enjoy singing the national anthem. Shame it's not happening this year.
You join Henry Taylor and Monty Finn here in the commentary box.
Excited for a big day of hockey.
After a few Oxford complaints from last year due to the Oxford heavy nature of the commentary, we've decided to restore some balance to the commentary team. So I'll be here rooting in a very balanced way for Cambridge and you for Oxford, Henry.
I will be impartially rooting for Oxford as both teams step out onto the pitch with the umpires. And we've got a latecomer. And here come the Ball Patrol. Really nice of Southgate Hockey Club to supply the Ball Patrol, and very nice also of JMAN Group to sponsor this Varsity match.
I think we ought to give a very warm thank you to Southgate Hockey Club for hosting once again the Varsity match. For those of you who are watching from the comfort of your own home, we would really encourage you to get yourself down on the Piccadilly line and head eastbound, get off at Cockfosters, and it's a short walk through Trent Park to find yourself at the club. It's wonderful sunshine actually here today, which is quite unusual for Varsity matches. Past have been...
Well, I've seen snow, I've seen hail, and everything in the middle.
Well, today it just seems like there's light blue skies, Henry. Perhaps the weather's trying to tell us something.
I can see some dark blue clouds coming along though. Interesting tactic from Oxford, have chosen not to use the full 16 person squad that they could and have elected to field only 14. Cambridge with a more traditional 16.
But Oxford, they do bring a manager along to the Varsity match, which in the world of Cambridge University Hockey Club is quite unusual. Could you walk us through what exactly the role is of, I think it's Armin Chekrud, who is the women's manager.
Yes, well, I'm not quite sure what Amin does. He's looking very smart in his jacket and tie. I think he's a big supporter of the Women's Blues, and obviously says something reasonable because they kept him around all season.
Make sure the water's filled up.
Exactly. Water's filled up, benches are being warmed, all good work. The coach of Oxford University is new this year. She actually plays for Oxford Hawks Hockey Club, who are in the same league as Oxford University.
That's a bit of a conflict of interest there, I think.
That must have caused a few spats on the training pitch.
She must have to show a bit of restraint. She doesn't want them to play too well.
Exactly. Oxford appear to have won the toss, and oh, they start.
Oh, is it a friendly match? Drilling it into off the back line.
Very nice. They are obviously electing to play a possession game as they set up a press. Not a very aggressive one though.
Captain Amy Edwards. My apologies. Ella Holden there.
Cambridge, that's a difficult ball out the back. Shoddy reverse stick pass. Maybe there were a few nerves. Were you nervous ever, Monty, at the beginning of the
It's always
match?
cagey these few minutes.
Yes, I'm sure we'll see a more expansive game begin to open up as the match goes on.
Rachel Stoner cleaning up at the back there.
Cambridge packed into their own 25 at the moment, looking to play out. Nice build-up play around the back. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy trap. Oh, and she's giving it straight to Livy Lee Smith, the captain of Oxford.
Down the right, the Oxford winger driving into the D.
Livy Lee Smith, that's a good
Plays
ball,
cross.
but an even better trap by Cambridge, and it's a 60.
Vice-captain Bethan Moncor cleaning it up there.
An early spell of Oxford pressure. Can they get anything from this? Lovely little pick-up in the midfield there.
Very high and aggressive press from Oxford in the early minutes.
Yes, they must be looking to put them under a bit of pressure. And another turnover as we have our first look at Oxford right back. Caitlin Rigler going to take this free hit.
Rigler drills it down the right side.
Oh, and Lee Smith, that's a lovely little step
Bethan
in front of
Mancourt.
her defender and a little first-time touch on.
Under a lot of pressure here. Distributes to the left half. Emma Preston rolling inside.
Good compact work from Cambridge, but Oxford are still harrying them. They've done
Ring
well to work
distributes
it out
down the
there.
right half.
They've done very well to work it out there. Our first meaningful Cambridge attack. Oh, and that's just gone off the sideline. Unlucky. Yasmin Zirk takes the free hit, but she's given it straight back to Cambridge, and we
This
have
is
a
looking
break on
dangerous.
here. Oh,
Roots
1-0
in.
with the keeper. Great save by Sophia Baldelli.
Oh, and it's an early goal for Cambridge.
Crikey, what a goal. Bang.
Completely against the run of play.
A big counter-attacking goal, and that Oxford high press has really come back to bite them.
We're barely 3 minutes in, and Cambridge women are already 1-0 up.
There's a lot of time left in the game. Oxford look like they're trying to regroup. Lee Smith takes the push. Straight to Morgan. Morgan's looking up, chooses to move the ball around. Harrison, one of two Harrisons playing in the game today. Her older sister is also playing up front in what must be one of her third or fourth varsity match.
A bit of confusion there on the right half.
Fantastic goal there, by the way, by Amy Edwards, the captain. Excellent to score so early in a varsity match, and as captain, must be an amazing feeling.
Absolutely, and it's not just against the run of play, but also against the run of the past few years. Cambridge would have been unable to secure a victory for the past 4 years, so perhaps this is their year, Henry.
It could be. It could be time to buck the trend. We've had a bit of Oxford dominance in the last 10, really. Only one Cambridge win in my memory. So yeah, it would be wrong of me to say that I would greet it with a warm heart, but it wouldn't be bad for the Varsity match if we had a bit of balance.
Let's keep some balance in the commentary as well, Henry.
Yes, sorry. That's a very good trap there by Shona McNabb.
Oh, there's space at the back there, but Edwards, the captain, is...
She's really putting her mark on this
Apologies,
game so early.
I'm confusing number 4, Ella Holden, there with the captain.
A bit of sustained pressure now from Oxford, building on what they had before. Oh, that's a good trap by Morgan in the D. Will it fall to anyone? Well cleared by Cambridge. They can reset from here with a 16.
Holden picks up, looks up. Oh, there's a lot of pressure here. Oh, Monco, a lot of composure there.
A lot of composure. That's very impressive in a Varsity match. It's easy to lose your head. Good pick up by Lee Smith as she tries to drive around the baseline. She's got it. She's in the D. What's she looking
Advantage,
for? Ooh.
Oxford.
She's got her defender dancing around.
Oh,
and that's a good clearance by the keeper.
Cleaned up by Lomas there.
A few hairy moments there for Cambridge as the ball was fell there. It could have come to anyone. Fortunately for Oxford, this is a game of 2 halves, so they'll have plenty of time to come back into it.
Driving through here, plays it into the D, picks up on the reverse.
Excellent work by Oxford there, and it's a short corner. Oh, unlucky that Lee Smith couldn't win that, but great work by Oxford in the D. Real terrier-like harrying of the Cambridge defence, and they're going to try and remove the deficit. I wonder what they'll do off the top.
I think it's got to be a straight strike.
Donovan's been known to have a go off the top. She scored a few goals, I think, this year. At least that's what she's told me. Comes out, Donovan to flick. It's not a great trap, but she bobbles it in. Oh, and that's another good save by the Cambridge keeper, Lomas. But a short corner has been re-awarded. We've got 4 freshers in the Oxford 14 of 4 first years, I should say, of Grace Annetts, Susie Dunn, Rachel Diggin, and Mia Selman.
I think there's only 2 in the Cambridge side this year.
Very nice. That's a great save, great work by Cambridge, and the crowd has gone wild. There's a big contingent of Cambridge players on the opposite side of us by the colleges game. Lucy Donovan stands imperiously over the ball. She tries a little drag push, but that's well intercepted by Cambridge.
Preston picking up in the middle, distributing to Holden.
This is nice, composed play by Cambridge. You've had to do a lot of work in their own half, but still find themselves 1 up.
Stoner, great pick by Ring in the middle.
That really is a good trap. Great work by Lucy Donovan.
Oxford ball.
Zirk stands over the ball.
Cambridge splitting the pitch here, and so she chucks it.
Not the best aerial, but that's fine. And
Ring.
Good work by Cambridge.
1-2. Been
well
picked
up there by Shona McNabb. Her brother. It's strange to see no Fergus McNabb here.
Yeah, it's unfortunately no longer a family affair. Fergus McNabb played his last varsity last year in a 3-2 victory for Cambridge.
Good ratios from Fergus McNabb, also an ex-Oxford man. Oxford trying to build down the right. Great ball played down the line, and just can't be drawn in there by Susie Dunn. Oxford set up again with their press.
Cambridge playing a wide 3 at the back here.
And Oxford are going man on man to try and put them under a lot of pressure. But it's very composed play. Just as I say that, the pressure. The commentator. Cambridge turn it over in their own 25.
McNabb on the sideline. Looks up.
Oh, that famous McNabb V-drag hasn't worked there, but she plays a nasty ball into the D.
It's a
and
short corner.
Well rescued there by McNabb after not her best V-drag. She puts in a horrible little bobbly ball, and Cambridge can't deal with it.
Third short corner of the game for Oxford here.
Well, they tried to move it. The keeper has made some pretty accomplished saves so far. So
Cambridge's Lomas is an archaeologist, but doesn't appear to fancy digging the ball out of her net today. Delivered. It's a bit of a routine.
Oh,
saved on the line! Oh!
It's great work by Oxford to come back. I didn't even see who scored that. An excellent passage of play off the short corner, and we're back to all square.
It's straight off the training ground. I'm not sure it quite went to plan, but it's in the back of the net, and that's all that matters for Oxford.
We've had a thriller so far.
1-1 already. Only 15 minutes played.
We could be in for a thriller here. Varsity matches have been known to be cagey affairs, but it doesn't look like that's happening at the moment.
Way picks it up, driving down the left-hand side.
Well tackled there by Wriggler, who seems to have taped up her whole leg.
Preston plays around the back. Oxford putting a lot of pressure on again.
Georgie Walton really hounding Cambridge left back.
Moncourt plays it into a lot of space. It's come off an Oxford stick there.
Cambridge retain possession just inside the 25.
Zink driving, wonderful ball in. It's into the circle. Ring picks it up.
Good save by Bordelli. Excellent work. Second-year medic. Wriggler stands over the ball.
Also an aggressive press from Cambridge here. They're working it in.
Ooh, McNabb, that's a high stick, but she's retained the ball. That's come up off Cambridge. Getting a bit chillier here at Southgate Hockey Club as the wind starts to blow. Sun's gone in a bit, but that's not affecting the players, maybe just the commentators.
Back to Moncourt again. Really playing a pivotal role at the back here. Oxford pressure.
Oxford almost nick it there. Great work from Orissa Welsh. Good tackle there by Harrison. Great work by Morgan as well, nice and composed. And that's a good ball down the line. Walton just couldn't reel it in. Cambridge really are doing well.
Izzy Montgomery composed under pressure there.
Yes, but then giving it away again. This really is a very high press from Oxford. Can they keep this up? Harrison, Rachel Harrison standing over the ball. I've not seen her play here before. She's normally a forward, but she's playing it right half.
It's the fluidity of the modern game, Henry.
It really is. I'm a one-position player myself. Right back. Well,
on the bench?
Yes, I am often on the bench. I would love to be a right back. Sadly, I play up front.
Pay attention.
Pausing here. Keepers just having a bit of trouble with their pads.
Not quite sure what's going on here. We've had a little delay in play.
Just goalkeeper.
Oh, sorry. Keeper's just having some.
He's got Henry's not listening to me at all. He's in his own world.
So I got distracted by a fan. Great tackle there by Morgan.
Driving through the middle there.
Welsh drives through.
Onto McNabb. Onto a reverse.
And she's
falling
over.
Back stick, the umpire says.
That might be on the highlight reel later. Once again, Oxford pressure turning into a D entry. How long can Cambridge last out?
Edwards battling in the middle.
And she's
umpire called it not the other way.
Welsh has done really good work there. And Lee Smith again down the right. She's just dribbled onto a flat stick, but she's won a foul.
just outside the D. Morgan drives, puts it in. There's no one there though.
Oh, could have left that, do you think? Don't know. Touch and go.
Lomas deals with it gracefully.
Yeah, well played by Lomas. She's having a good game.
Oxford distributing it back.
Good work. Wriggler on the ball to Donovan.
Being pressed by Holt there out on the wing.
Oh,
It's really trapped her in there. The Oxford left half in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, she's done very well to keep that. Had to use all of her years of varsity match experience to come out of that one with the ball. Oh, and that's a nasty little ball in. The mercurial Georgie Walton there, trying to bring that under her spell.
Moncourt once again over the ball at the back. Seems to be a recurring theme.
Yes, it's really been one-way traffic apart from that one Cambridge goal. Oh, she's done well there, but she's given it away again to McNabb, who plays a lovely little ball into Morgan, who seems to have been everywhere all game. Oh, well defended.
Oxford ball on the side here, just outside the 25.
Cambridge really need to try and string a few passes together if they're going to survive in this game.
So Edwards plays it back to the right half sink.
Oh, and we have 2 balls on the pitch. Not traditional.
Again, Oxford ball inside Cambridge half.
I'm glad we don't have stats for this game because they really would be boring reading.
Both sides really struggling to keep possession for any meaningful length of time here.
Yes, it's developed into a slightly scrappy affair so far. I mean, I guess that's what happens with nerves. Good challenge by McNabb, but Cambridge retain the ball.
Sink under a lot of pressure.
Great work by
They've turned it over. McNabb driving in.
Could be a stick block there.
Looks for a foot. Nothing comes from it.
And Oxford try and work it back. Oh, there's a forward coming back from Cambridge.
Trying to force it through this left side here, but they're not getting anything.
Oh, is that hit foot? Yes, there's a lot of appeals, but Cambridge are clearing their lines. But short corner.
Commentator's curse again, Henry.
God, I should just shut up.
Once again, Oxford short corner.
Lomas prepares herself to try and repel this again.
Are we going to see another routine here, Henry?
I think they might do. Donovan looks keen for it, but I feel with having made a few good saves from Lomas, we might need to move the ball around the top to try and beat her.
I feel this one's been going to the right post.
Oh, that's just a straight strike.
Oh, it's gone past the right post.
It has. McNabb, a bit of a, I think, not a planned move that. Ah, yes. I see that Southgate Hockey Club have selected Oxford versus Corbridge if we look at the scoreboard.
Oxford playing down the baseline, but it's been easily dealt with by Cambridge. Trying to work out here. Again, Oxford putting a lot of pressure, double marking.
Another nasty bobbly ball, well dealt with by the Cambridge defence, but they're still trying to work it out. That is
She's wobbling through here.
Very good hands. Oh, yes. Very good.
She looks towards the umpire, but nothing's coming.
First time ball in by Lee Smith, but there is literally no one there. I'm not sure what she's seen over there.
Just instinct a lot of the time, Henry.
Yes. I wish I could play on instinct. Cambridge gone back to a more traditional back four.
Distributing through the middle.
Oh, Lee Smith.
With a slight deflection, and Shears is all on it. She's
oh, that seemed to accelerate away from her.
Oh, slight confusion from the umpires, and it's reversed. It's on a 23 now.
It's a long
Cambridge
corner.
taking it early.
Oh, good hands
Edwards
again. Oh, dear.
swings, misses. Play on, says umpire. Out to right, Zink distributes. Privalova down the right-hand side. Back to Zink. On the reverse.
Oh, is that back stick? No, we're going to play on.
Holt picks it up. Onto the strong side.
Bang!
Oh.
Yes, good save by Baldelli. And it's another long corner.
Stoner over the ball this time. Back to Edwards.
Edwards, the captain, moves on. This is a set move. Oh no, it's not worked out. It's well snuffed out by Oxford.
Moncourt running through. Drills it into the circle.
That's a good ball. A good spell this for Cambridge. Having some meaningful possession in the Oxford half.
Shears looking to split the Oxford back line here. Very high press. 4 at the front. And they choose to go over the top. That's a wonderful aerial.
Very clever little aerial. Oh, not quite reeled in though. And Cambridge can build again.
Izzy Montgomery distributing left to Stoner. Lot of space on the left-hand side. Plays to Dadge.
Stepped by Rachel Harrison.
Edwards, the captain. Playing back to Holden. Zink looking down the right-hand side. Plays a long ball.
Harrison just misses that, but it's gone off for a 16. Oxford has stepped off their press, probably trying to recover some of their energy.
Feels like the game's become a bit more open now. Got out of Cambridge's half, having a few attacking runs here. It's good to see.
That's another not very good aerial there. No, I don't think we want that. It's fantastic to see so many alumni coming back to this event as well, supporting their universities.
Savouring many of the fine ales and lagers that Southgate has to provide.
Yes,
we once again call anyone watching from the comfort of their own home to. It's a short corner.
That's an excellent bit of work by Cambridge. Lovely mazy run down on the baseline, and yeah, I don't think that ball's going anywhere else but off the baseline. So the umpires
they've called time here.
Given a short corner. Looks like Baldelli's having a bit of trouble.
It's an interesting time to call the keeper off.
She's going to go and consult with the men's Blues goalkeeper, George Oyobode.
That is an interesting piece of stash that he's got on top of him there.
Yes, I'm not sure about that at all.
I didn't know that orange was an Oxford colour.
Neither did I. I'm not impressed, to be honest.
Are they...
It's a bit of a kit malfunction. The keeper expert is George is having a bit of a tinker. Hopefully he can fix this, because Baldelli's going to need her pads to keep this ball out of her mesh.
Probably a few encouraging words there from George as well.
Potentially, he's been known to say some insightful things. Although I'm not sure about that haircut. Oh, he's almost fallen over there.
It's a fiddly business, these pads.
Yeah, it is. I'm pleased I never had to put the pads on and go in goal. Actually, I remember Fergus McNabb once had to put the pads on, and never before I seen such an interesting display of trying to keep the ball out of his goal. He actually ducked under a shot, but he did get a very good view of Lincoln Cathedral. Yes, I really am not sure about that orange jacket from the Oxford University men's Blues.
It's a 1970s piece of stash for a 1970s lid there on the top of the Oxford goalkeeper.
Yes, it really is. Right, Baldelli back in action. A little fist pump there.
Kept Cambridge waiting. And it looks like Dadge at the top of the circle. Going to be trapping for Privalova. It's come out to the other castle, however. Holden tries to another goal! What a set piece!
That's a really fantastic textbook move straight off the training ground, and Oxford had nothing in answer to that.
And this seems to be a bit of a theme that's developing. They haven't had all the chances, but they've taken them when they've got them.
They really haven't. I mean, it's not. None of the other stats really matter. It's all about who scores the most goals.
An interesting tactic from Oxford, just throwing it away.
Yes, but Lee Smith now works very hard to try and get the ball back as Cambridge are running down the left side.
Stoner plays it into Shears.
Great pick up there.
Picked it up by Wriggler.
Donovan plays it to McNabb in the middle. McNabb is
Edward.
surveying the field. That's a nice ball. Welsh on the ball.
Welsh again. Harrison driving in.
Oh, it's a nice little first-time touch, but Cambridge are there first again. Dunn just couldn't get ahead of her marker. Yeah. I don't know if you just heard that over the PA, but the scorer of that beautiful Cambridge move was Martha Holt. Ooh, and that's a nasty touch. And
Oh, it's into the top bins!
What an absolute scorcher! Who's done that? That's a real hit.
That's come out of nowhere.
Crikey.
Drilled across the back.
And the crowd have gone wild.
This really is an absolute thriller that's developing in front of us, Henry.
It really is. This is a back and forth game of tick and tack hockey. Who's the scorer of that? That was that's one of the best goals I've seen in a varsity match. Maybe even a hockey match. And that is one of the first-year players in her first varsity match. Rachel Diggin has really dug that one out of the sky and straight into the top corner.
Lucy Lawrence doesn't seem very concerned though, driving up the left-hand side.
Not make Donovan, but it's well picked up by Harrison.
Stoner to Edwards.
Oh.
On to Montgomery, who puts it into the circle,
Oh,
picked
that's a
up
good
by
tap.
Lawrence.
Oh, Baldelli, very casual, just watches that one off, but it's a long corner.
Lawrence has played it off the keeper there to win a 23. That's excellent. Another move here.
They're forced to go back from a good Oxford press.
Holden looks up, drills it into the circle,
that's
picked
not a
up by
great touch.
Shears. Oh, she can't control it.
Cambridge starting to grow into this game, starting to get more possession and more D entries.
It's really end-to-end stuff here, Henry.
Yeah, it really is. What a thrilling game to watch. A real treat being put on here by these two university sides.
Wriggler picked up by Preston though, into the middle. Montgomery through to Edwards, driving. Oh, Lawrence couldn't quite get a hold of that.
Oh, a bit of sustained pressure from Cambridge. Oh, another nasty little ball down the line there by Donovan, and Lee Smith just wanders off the pitch onto the bench.
Stoner's made her way to the other side of the pitch now. This is really fluid modern hockey.
Very hard to keep track of. Lovely tempo to the Cambridge passing now.
Wonderful back play.
Oh, well stepped in front there by Ellie Harrison. And Rachel Harrison now moving further up the pitch. She's really playing everywhere. And it plays a good ball down the line. And we have 10 minutes to go in this first half. And 2-2, that's a very good ball. One first year to another.
Welsh beats one.
Ooh,
Little
nice
dink into the circle. Moncourt's cleaned it up though.
Wow, Moncourt's been very good there in the middle.
Preston. And it's reclaimed possession.
Oxford moving the ball around, trying to get it wide. Force this very compact Cambridge defence to have some holes in it. Oh, another pick up from the sky there. Diggin really is quite good in the air.
We're into the last 10 minutes here. 2-2.
Donovan standing over the ball. What's she got on? Oh, yeah, that's a good ball. Zirk stands over it. She wants to get that ball into the D. Oh, that's a nasty little ball. Harrison gets a touch, and she's been taken out there. Oh, shot on target. Oh!
Dealt with swiftly by Lomas again.
Very nice effort there from Annitz, I think. No time for a hit, so she just pushes the ball at the goal, and the keeper is given some trouble.
Welsh has been given quite a bit of space here, and she drives into it. Onto reverse, but tops it.
Yes, that's unfortunate. Another familiar sight as Cambridge stand over the ball for a 16.
Back to the traditional 4 at the back again. Seems to be
nice to
switching
see.
between the two as the game goes on.
That's a good tackle there
McNabb.
by McNabb.
Moncourt once again absolutely solid at the back.
To add to her skills, McNabb is also an excellent chess player and has also represented the university in cricket.
I hope she's a better player than her brother Fergus.
Well,
no dibbly dobblies.
I've heard tell that she's okay. A very good fielder.
Welsh into a flat Cambridge stick there.
Yeah, and Cambridge have done well to keep that out. She's really running into a crowded area there. Would do better to move it around.
Bit of pace come out of the game a little bit. Seems like there's a bit more respite as the players settle into it.
Yeah, as we approach half-time, maybe both sides are blowing a bit.
None more than Oxford with only 14 players in the squad.
Exactly, let's hope that doesn't come back to bite them. It's been a really high-paced game so far. Oxford once again pick up the ball in the midfield.
And it's
Can they do anything?
in yards of space.
Oh, and that's a lovely little ball in. Dunn just can't quite get it. McNabb is hounding, and oh, that's a good pick up there at the back.
Edwards scraps her way through, but the umpire's called it the other way.
Cambridge have no one outside their own 25 almost.
Harrison plays it back.
Resets to Wriggler. Stick seems to be matching her shoes. Donovan, another nasty bobbly ball in, and oh, well dealt with by the keeper there.
Oh, picked it up.
Oxford are really trying to use
Preston
this bobbly ball.
Gets rid. Cambridge coming under a lot of pressure in the last 10 here.
It would be nice to go into the half-time with a goal. It will really muck up the coach's team talks. I wonder what Amin Chekrud's going to say.
I'm sure he's got a few lines prepared. Daryl Cassidy, the Cambridge manager, I'm sure that he's been preparing a few notes, some wise words to prep the Cambridge running up for the second half.
And I'm sure Tamsin Pascoe, the Oxford women's coach, will have lots to say with her extensive experience.
Cambridge has turned the pressure on. Once again, an aerial.
Oh, that's a good pick-up.
Wonderful pick-up in the middle there by Annett. On to Morgan, who drives forward.
Great work by Morgan.
Moncourt.
Amazing what a drinking ban will do for you.
Annett picks it on her reverse, plays back to Harrison.
Good quick speed of passing here by Oxford, but Cambridge are equal to it. Stepping in front there of Harrison is number 22.
Emma Preston.
That's a lovely little ball down the line. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can. This is Georgie Walton trying to use all of her bag of tricks.
There's a lot of space on the right-hand side as Zirk tries to make all of...
Good work by Zirk. What's she going to... Yeah, she's...
Onto a Cambridge foot there. Umpire doesn't seem to have noticed it, though.
Oh,
called it the other
Oh.
way.
Not quite sure what she's seen there.
Interesting.
We all make mistakes.
Just waiting for the ball.
Another case of 2 balls on the pitch.
Ring picks up in the middle.
Ooh,
Flashes it through.
Bit of matrix there from the midfield of Cambridge, trying to get out of the way of that one. Molly Ring rebs over, gets out of the way of that one nicely.
Emma Preston picked up the ball for Cambridge there. It's into the middle.
This
Izzy,
really
fluid
is
hockey, back
nice
to Preston.
hockey by Cambridge.
Preston once again back out to Holden. Roll strong.
I feel sorry for the Cambridge forwards. They haven't really touched the ball this game.
Except to put it in the back of the Oxford net.
This is true. That's good steal there by Morgan. She's really stamping her seal on this game.
Moncourt looks up, chooses to play it to a left back.
It's a good effort of a step there by Zerk, and
Just
she's won it back.
plays it into open space, but I think it's going to dribble off the back line there.
Harrison just can't quite get there. Inventive play by Oxford, playing balls into channels, but they're going to need to weight those passes a bit better.
Once again, Cambridge 16, Moncourt to Stoner. Ring, cheeky misses.
That could have gone anywhere. Harrison does well to tidy up, and that's ooh, not sure about that ball.
Montgomery steps through, way in a lot of space here.
Well back by Oxford, working very hard to clean up in the midfield there. What could have been a promising attack from Cambridge.
Captain Lee Smith driving down the left-hand side into the Cambridge D. Looking for a foot, nothing comes of it.
She's appealing, but the umpire's having none of it. Good steal there by Morgan again, almost. Oh, and that's an excellent nick. Oh, and the keeper just washes that one in. Welsh playing really well there in the midfield. Interesting numbering on the back of the kit by Cambridge, highlighted in black and a strange font. I'm not sure about it.
Can't be any worse than the tops which the Oxford men are sporting.
That's very true.
Pace slightly come out of the last couple of minutes as we head into half-time. Holden once again playing it through to Edwards, who bunts it forward to Emma Preston in a bit of space here.
Preston, that's a great ball in, but Zerk is equal to it.
Under a bit of pressure here, but plays it out. Ring picks up in a lot of space. Plays it through to Dadge, but
Wriggler, nice step there. Ooh, and an inventive ball picked out by Cambridge again in the dying minute of the first half. A very equal affair.
Neither team really seem to have been able to keep possession for a long period of time in this half.
It's been a bit nervy, but some very good goals.
Holt now in a lot of space, driving forwards. Marked by 3 Oxford players, though.
Thought she left the ball behind there, but she's still on it, trying to make her way through all 3, and she's almost managed it.
A Cambridge chance.
Excellent crowd once again here in Southgate. Nice not to be in Force 9 Gales as normal.
Drills it in.
Oh, was that her foot? No. Play on.
McNabb.
Yeah, good no-nonsense Scottish hockey there. Just get it out.
Oh, apologies if that's come through the
through the microphone.
The speakers at home.
That is half time.
It's hurt our ears as well. Bit of warning would have been nicer.
Runs down.
Fair enough.
Yes, please. What do you want?
I'm actually pretty full.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'd love to do that. Is Monty your phone? No, it's the school phone. Yeah, corporate. Yeah, that's what I need. Monty, he's okay, I think.
I'm trying to week. It's still on.
Good work, though.
That's right. I feel we need to get a bit more distinction.
Yeah, agreed.
exactly, yeah, it helps when you know them. I know quite a few of the women actually. I should probably start. Oh, lovely. Really hard when you don't know their names. Yeah, I know. That's the problem I had last year.
It's just really bright. Having shown poor growth in the first half. This is due to our assistant trainee scoreboard operator, who may have very bad eyesight or can't spell his foundation for growth is rectifying the issue.
Do you reckon they lose both their goals? Scoreboard score.
I haven't been able to get as many of the facts that I would.
The annoying thing about hockey is I find is it's just sort of quick. It's fast paced. Yeah. Otherwise you just have to ignore large swathes of it. Just like
For those of you that are interested, the match about to start on the far pitch is Southgate Prince 2 versus City of Peterborough in the national second competition, and good luck to our boys.
And the players have just returned to the field, just heading back to the dugout to pick up their sticks. About to start the second half here at Southgate Hockey Club. It's 2-2, absolute thriller. Cambridge goals have been followed by Oxford ones very shortly.
Yeah, real end-to-end stuff. Oxford having a lot of sustained pressure, but Cambridge coming back and being extremely clinical, scoring all 2 of their chances. As Oxford now come onto the pitch as well. Yes, a warm welcome back to tepid Southgate Hockey Club.
It's wonderful sunshine.
Bit windy, but otherwise fine. In case you're wondering, a thriller in South Prem 2 happening on the far pitch between Southgate Men's 2, not South Prem 2. National Second Team Cup.
Get it right, Henry. Come on.
Apologies.
We're not here for that though, Henry.
We are not here for that, but in case you were wondering.
It's a very excitable fan there.
Once again, thank you to Southgate Hockey Club for hosting this match, who have been very generous in hosting this game for as long as I can remember.
I think since 2003, I think.
Excellent. Other notable venues include Lord's, the well-known home of the Marylebone Cricket Club.
I think the first varsity match was held in Oxford, I believe.
I believe you're right. And Cambridge get the ball away.
Zing.
Dodgy trap, but she's done well to recover there.
McNabb putting a lot of pressure. Straight onto her foot.
Well won. Oh, dodgy slap, but that's okay. Cambridge back to a 3 at the back and being aggressively pressed by Oxford. And they have picked up the ball in midfield. That's found a foot. Yeah, the umpire's seen it. Excellent.
Harrison over the ball here.
Passes to Wriggler. Is she going to find Donovan? Yes, she does. And is Donovan going to play her trademark ball down the line? No, she chooses to go inside.
Wonderful trap by Holt.
That really
Plays
is a
to
nice
Shears.
trap.
Great pick up there by Oxford. Plays it back into the middle.
That's not a great ball, but Cambridge have done their best to help Oxford out. But no, they're going to move out of their back line. Just lost control of the ball there.
Zirk. Looking, nothing forthcoming. Plays it into a Cambridge stick.
Cambridge all over that, but Oxford working hard to win that back. Is that a foul? No, Cambridge keep the ball, and yes, the umpires finally blow it. A stick tackle there. Cambridge try and play out from the back, moving the ball around.
Moncor once again commanding, striving through the pitch.
Strong on the ball there. That's a good ball down the line. Can anyone get to it? Not sure.
A rare Oxford 16 here. And the skies are beginning to open. A very ominous dark cloud there coming over the Cambridge pitch as Montgomery picks it up in the middle.
Almost a dark blue cloud, would you say? Coming over these light blue skies. Ooh, interesting.
Lifted into an Oxford shin is the claim. Harrison pauses before chucking it through.
That's a little shin fizzer, that one.
Holden not given 5.
Oh, Lee Smith.
Preston in a lot of space here.
That's a great tackle there by Harrison. Really playing well in her new role of right half. She's done well to find Lee Smith. Another ball down the line. Oh. Dunn just can't quite reel that one in.
Teasing ball there.
Oxford and Cambridge are both struggling to string together more than about 10 passes.
Zink looks, plays a long ball up the front. Picked up by Holt, who's in acres of space here. She drives towards the D. Harrison coming back and covering.
Really good
short
work there,
corner! Oh,
bit
Harrison.
of an agricultural challenge there by Harrison, you might say. Oh dear.
Oh dear, the Champers are absolutely rolling up here.
Cambridge, they've scored one of their short corners.
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1, yes, with a lovely little deflection move. What will they do for this one?
I mean, the whole team's up there at the moment.
Yeah,
what are they planning?
aggressive. Very aggressive short corner. They're only sending one back.
The only person in their half's the goalkeeper. This is very risky.
Oh, and here comes another one. Just 2 back. Very niche. I've never found myself looking for more than a...
What's going to go on here?
More than a straight strike, really, off the shorts.
Double castle at the top.
Double castle and people all around. They go to the right castle.
Another manoeuvre.
And it's just been
That's
trapped.
onto her foot.
Ooh. No, that's all stick. Ooh. Harrison is not impressed. It's all stick, she's saying, but the umpire is having none of it.
Umpire's called it as she's seen it.
Yeah, they're having a little conversation and they've come to an agreement.
Oh.
It's a short...
I think there's going to be a bully off at the top of the circle. You don't see it very often.
You do not. It's not a short corner. Is this going to be a friendly agreed bully off, or is it going to be a contested one?
Doesn't...
Oh, and Cambridge very quick
certainly
hands
not.
there. Beats McNabb to it.
Preston chopped in. It's not gone her way.
And Oxford can play out from the back.
It's a women's game, actually.
Yeah, we will. Awesome. Excellent work there by Oxford
picked
to
up,
win the ball back.
countering.
But
Holt scrapping in the middle, wins it back.
yeah, Diggin just runs into a flat stick there. Diggin did score an excellent goal though in the first half. Well
Top
worth
bins.
a look.
Sure, we'll see that on the replay later.
Fingers
As Moncourt once again surveys the pitch in front of her, saunters forward.
Under a bit of pressure from
Zink slightly
Oxford.
brings Lomas into the game.
Excellent. I always
Under
love it
a
when
lot of
goalkeeper
pressure
has
there.
A few touches.
Preston composed in the middle. To Montgomery, back to Moncourt.
Very composed play out the back by Cambridge actually. Oh, that's
Zink,
it.
it's a
Foot,
slight
Maria
foot,
told to play
but
on.
umpire plays on. Lawrence pounces in front.
But Donovan can play out. Oh, what's she seen over there?
A wayward pass there. Sun once again poking out through the sky as Montgomery
Hopefully
plays
that
it back
won't
home.
impair anyone's visibility.
Holden, long ball through to...
That's an excellent ball and an excellent pickup.
Izzy Jack there, I think.
And Cambridge can build from here, just inside the Oxford half. Moving it laterally, looking for a penetrating ball into the D. Oh, and that's just gone past the post. No one there. Sophia Baldelli can just let that one go. Oh, 2 balls on the pitch. Harrison's got both of them. Doesn't want that one. She's chosen another one.
Cambridge sitting off a bit here, almost a half court.
They're happy with their 2 goals. Oh, wayward touch there by Morgan. But Cambridge can't reel it in. Excellent work by the doorman there. Rigler does well to get that ball under her spell. Finds Donovan. They've become a bit of a partnership, but Donovan can't find Harrison, the older, Rachel.
Is that a 16 or a...
What was the sideline?
Looks like a sideline, and Oxford are taking full advantage to press.
They've gone very aggressive, and bang.
And it's scrapping with Holt, who wins out. Drives forward.
But no way. Oh, that's a lovely
Edwards
little ball
calls
into
it.
the midfield.
Reverse, beautiful ball through to Preston. Slight mistrap, unfortunately, and it spills off the pitch.
That was almost a lovely bit of play by Cambridge from right down in their own half, in the very edge of their own half.
Feels like the two teams are settling into it a little bit more in the second half, Henry.
Yes, starting to show a bit of their shape. Cambridge have come into it, I think, a bit more. The Oxford high press has dropped off a bit, and they're able to show some of their skills.
Clearly, Darryl Cassidy thought there was something to this half-court press, and it seems to be working for them.
It does. Oxford are sort of running into the trap. That's a great pick by Cambridge, because otherwise Lee Smith was in there.
There's a lot of aerials in the first half by Oxford. Perhaps that was...
Yes, that could be informing it. You're right. Oxford were using that aerial well to get out of the high Cambridge press, so they might be dropping back to try and stop that threat.
Montgomery having none of it. Edwards under a lot of pressure, but deals with it gracefully.
I must say, Cambridge have done very well in the face of some strong Oxford pressure in the midfield.
It's shown some extreme composure. Montgomery playing that pivot role in the centre to
really
Moncor.
good hockey.
Zink once again pressed hard by the Oxford number 6.
Tackled by Harrison. Was she 5? No one knows what's going on.
Umpire calls it Cambridge way.
Oh dear, Dunn's just pushed that ball quite far away. Cambridge reset. The umpire is flinging her whistle around. It's
Cambridge going to a very wide back 3. Almost 2 at the back now.
Oh, inviting pressure. If Oxford nick it now, it's not good, but Cambridge have done well, finding a ball into the midfield. Oh, but great work there by McNabb. And Harrison comes away with it.
Acres of space. Where's she going? She's going all the way by the looks of things.
It's
2 on 1.
Oh, it's a short corner. Lovely work by Harrison.
Moncor knew exactly what she was doing there.
Cambridge had no idea what was going on there. They just let Harrison wander into the D. You think maybe a cynical fit there, Monty?
You know, when you're experienced at the back, the ways of controlling the game. Moncor's done exactly that.
Yes, because if that had gone through, that would have been straight to someone on the piece block.
From past experience, they've got nothing to worry about because Oxford have yet to be able to convert any short corners. Let's see if there's any better now.
Oh, it's a slip
to McNabb.
Lee Smith.
She's completely free. Lomas straight into the keeper's pads.
Where is that going?
Oh,
yes, it's another short.
That's cynical, umpire.
Oh, Lee Smith just couldn't find the back of the net there, but it was a lovely worked move by Oxford. She's just got to put that anywhere other than straight into the middle of the keeper's pads.
That's very, very harsh there, I think.
Yeah, I've been known to do that quite a few times.
Once again. Oh, what's going on here?
Ooh.
From the other side.
I must say it's very sad.
Will they have more luck from this side, Henry?
We'll see. Oh, interesting move. Donovan to Lee Smith. And
it's off the back line.
It's a long corner.
I haven't seen that before, Henry, I must say.
I've only seen it once before. I would like to actually have a shout out to, it's very strange to see a varsity match day for me with no John Shaw, who was a stalwart of Oxford coaching, has coached Cambridge as well.
Is that one from his playbook, Henry?
I have seen him before pull out the wrong side injection before a game. He's a big fan of it. Sad not to see him here today, but I hope he's watching and enjoying some really nice work from some of the girls he's coached here.
Oxford now sinking off into the half press as well.
Yes, trying to get back some energy, I think. It must be blowing.
With the 14 squad here,
exactly.
They need to save all the energy they get as Ring.
Oh, she's cynically hacked. Oh no, she's not. Apparently,
umpire calls it Oxford way.
I must say, I thought she was fouled. Oh, that's good pick up there by McNabb.
Wonderful ball through.
Into Harrison. She's played right back, she's played centre forward, and ooh, can Walton get that? Nah.
Cambridge 16. Are Oxford dropping off again?
Yes, it looks like they are. Lee Smith's not even looking in the right direction. There we go. There she
Into a
is.
more traditional three-quarter now, I think. Montgomery in a lot of space, though. Haven't picked her up. Edwards.
Oxford have been
Back to Moncourt.
forced to try something different because Cambridge have been so good at just working this ball around the back.
Yeah, there's been wonderful distribution.
That's a nice challenge in the midfield.
Cambridge ball. Shink from the sideline. Looks forward. Plays a wonderful ball into the D, but no one's there. She is.
Really
Reacts
is
a bit
worldie.
late.
Very good ball. But Wrigler can take possession of it now with another 16. Oh, the wind's picking up. Short corner kit's moving around.
This half-court press is really sucking out a lot of the pace from the game.
It is. It's really, yeah, it really is.
Donovan looking for something, but there's not a lot on.
Oh, Donovan to McNabb.
Moncourt under pressure, hasn't seen the Oxford forward coming from the back there.
Lee Smith,
now it's one-on-one into the circle.
What's she going to do? Ooh.
Oh, it's scrappy. She's free.
Oh, that's excellent work by the Cambridge defender.
Wonderful from Preston. Doesn't quite clear it though.
That really was a potential dangerous moment. Cambridge did well to sit on that.
Playing from very deep now. Moncourt, the right back, isn't anywhere to be seen.
And Lee
in
Smith
a lot of trouble now.
Oh,
they're having another shot then.
McNabb, she's got the ball.
Edwards gets
That really was excellent work by Lee Smith. She's unlucky not to score.
Where was Cambridge's right back? Put Bethan Moncourt in a lot of trouble there.
She'll have a word in the bar afterwards.
And it's to Welsh there.
Well recovered.
Donovan picks it up
Welsh,
so
Donovan.
casually on the reverse.
Oh, but then plays a ropey ball. Donovan's played some really nice balls down the line, actually. Caused Cambridge a lot of difficulty. Shout out to Lucy Donovan's PhD supervisors, Chris Garland and Kim Dora, who I hear are watching from the comfort of their home in Oxford.
Is that the same department as you, Henry?
It might be, yes.
Montgomery not fazed by the Oxford pressure, but a wayward pass nonetheless.
Well picked up there by
Diggin,
Annett, who's
the
looking
goal
good.
scorer. Slowed up there by Holden at the...
Good work there by Diggin to maintain possession. Oh, what's going on here? Yes, good period of Oxford
Harrison
possession here. Oh, that's not
lifts
a very
it
nice
in.
ball. Oh, is that her foot? Yes, it has.
Once again, an Oxford short corner.
What are they going to pull out of the playbook this time?
We must be on to 8 or 9 here. They must have gone through the whole book.
I'm for a Donovan straight strike this time.
The wrong side injection, surely towards the bottom of the playlist.
Yes, I think hopefully we'll put that one back in the locker.
I think you're right. I think they'll be reverting to the straight strike here.
Oh, Harrison looks like she fancies it. I've not seen her flick. Lee Smith to inject. Pulls it out. It's a good injection. Harrison. Oh, it's just a little floater.
A little bit of a dibbly-dobbly there into the pads of Lomas. Once again, pressure.
Oh, are we really going to call that as a... Okay. To Olivia Lee Smith on the knee.
Oxford forward isn't happy about that.
But she has to react. The umpire is always right.
Holden and Moncourt putting a serious shift here. I don't think they've been off the pitch.
Really impressive work.
Rachel Stoner in a lot of space.
Cambridge back four have been excellent.
Well distributed. Lawrence posting up from high. Comes to the middle. Montgomery plays it all the way back to Moncourt again. Distributes to Holden. What a partnership we're seeing.
Yeah, really nice work from the Cambridge back line and midfield.
Montgomery distributing
Lovely
again.
tempo.
Wonderfully picked up by Edwards, but
Ooh.
tackled well by Annett.
Really nice tackle by Annett. She's looked good in her first varsity match. Oh, picked up by McNabb.
Oh, that's a lovely one too.
Oh, but Lee Smith runs into a flat stick.
Lawrence has come all the way back from the forward line.
Great
Looks
work
up.
rate by Lee Smith. She's charging
Now Shears
back.
is in acres of space. Is she going to give it?
Looks like Lee Smith pulled something. She's not happy.
Oh, the Oxford captain's in a lot of pain here.
Oh, looks
I
like
hope
her
she's
calf is
okay.
gone. Or it could be an Achilles.
Oh, it's not looking good here.
Oh no, could just be cramp. She's
I mean,
stretching it out.
that's what happens when you bring 14.
It is. It's difficult. Oh, she looks like she's going to play on. When I first saw that happen, I thought she might be out for the count.
Absolute stalwart here, the captain.
She's not even brought a mean check route on.
She
to help
looks
her
like
out.
she's in a lot of pain though. Oh, edged off.
Caught her slip that. Donovan, what's she going to do here?
Loops it into the D. Oh, Lee
Donovan
Smith tried to touch it on.
Yes, good effort. Donovan wearing 2 gloves today. Interesting decision.
Also being sported by Bethan Moncor at the back.
Yes, must be a defender thing.
Wonderful ball from Holden.
Oh,
Way
she's
now,
done very well there.
piercing through the Oxford back line.
Absolutely skins Wriggler.
Oh, it's a foot!
She's found the foot. Cambridge are
She
celebrating
celebrates
like a
that
goal.
goal.
Wow.
Well, their form in the short corners, it practically is, Henry.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They've been excellent on the short corners, and Oxford can't really complain about that. Very good work by Cambridge.
Once again, full team huddle at the top of the D.
Yeah, who are they sending out this time? Another just 2. Interesting.
Looking at the double castle again. Lawrence and Way at the top, looking to trap. Stoner.
Ooh,
Oh,
and it's a
slipped.
variation.
To Edwards, who drills it in.
Yeah, that's not great.
Time.
Oh, no.
Oh, who's down there? Oh, we've had a couple of injuries in the last 2 minutes.
We have. The game has been a well-competed game between both teams, giving everything. So it's not unusual that we see a few bodies flying around.
Lawrence, glad to see that she's up and at it again.
Yeah, really nice. No ill effects of that.
Way splitting the pitch.
Well,
We've seen that again and again from Cambridge.
Very aggressive press by Cambridge. There's some space.
And we're looking for the chuck.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice
a
aerial.
wonderful ball to Shona.
And McNabb plucks that out of the sky and then plays a lovely ball to Harrison, who's away. No, it's been trapped. That's good work by Cambridge defence again.
Holden
They've really
once
been
again.
good. Good defence there by Cambridge. But oh, a dangerous ball in. That's hit a Cambridge foot, has it? Yes, it has.
Oh.
And that's a short corner for Oxford. Must
The
be
Oxford
number 9.
forward will be disappointed that they haven't been given a bit of
no advantage.
there.
No advantage played because they're not really enjoying the short corners at the moment. Cambridge prepared to keep this Oxford attack out. What's going to happen? Donovan standing over Harrison. Donovan, it's going to be a straight strike for Donovan. She puts it in. Oh, that's bobbling around all over the place.
I think that's another short corner for Oxford there. It's just come off the Cambridge post woman's thigh there.
They're having a little debate, but the umpire's having none of it.
I think we must be getting into the double digits now for Oxford short corners.
Must be. They're going to have to work on this in training.
It's too late for that, Henry.
What do you think about right post?
I think the
deflection?
left. They've shifted the castle to the right. I think it's coming to the left post.
Oh, it is. That's well read. Oh, what's happened there?
Should have done better there at the back post.
Someone's got to get a stick on that. Oh, 2 balls on the pitch.
Bit of confusion. McNabb serving
still
the
2 balls.
23.
McNabb, an ex-captain. Good ball in.
Oh, under a lot of pressure there, Welsh. but
She's done
manages to
very
get
well
it
to
in
get that ball
there.
into the D, and Harrison picks it up. She's still in the D. What's she going to do here? Interesting.
Dinks it in.
Yeah.
Moncourt
Well
once
played by
again.
Cambridge. Moncourt's been really good there at the back.
Absolutely nothing through her today. The vice captain showing every inch of leadership from the back.
Yeah, really impressive to see someone step up like that.
Montgomery under a lot of pressure, but not phased at all.
Yeah, I have been
Borden,
very impressed by the
back to
composure
Moncourt.
of this Cambridge backline.
Absolutely, especially we've got a fresher there at the back. Ella Holden's been absolutely superb as well.
She really has, but that's
Moncourt
been
with
nicked.
with a rare loose pass.
Yeah, McNabb's having a little word. She was flat in there. Plays the ball
McNabb
into
onto Annett.
Oh, that's hit a foot, has it? No, we're going to play on.
Montgomery plays the stone. Looks up, driving forwards.
Oh, it's a nice ball, but there's
Safety
no one
first
there.
there.
Zirk picks it up. Looks to Harrison.
Cambridge shifting back to the half court again. McNabb into an open circle. Oxford! Oh!
It's a goal for Dunn! What an excellent ball there by Harrison!
And with 12 minutes to go,
Oxford had taken the lead. What a really excellent free-flowing attacking attack, ending in a goal straight into Lomas's open net.
now for the first time in the game, Oxford have taken the lead. Will Cambridge respond as quickly as Oxford have in the past?
They still look unfazed, passing the ball around the back. The tempo of their passing has been excellent all day.
Wonderful string of passes there. Preston playing it through.
That's
Lawrence
a vital touch. Baldelli's going to have to do well here. Oh dear.
is onto her. Oh, she's put onto an Oxford foot.
That's not her best work.
And they're right back in it. I think we could be seeing a goal from Cambridge.
Well, it's every opportunity for one here at this short corner.
To put pressure on.
She's done well there. She's got to move it
So
away.
surrounded by about 4-5 Cambridge players.
Half the Cambridge team around her. She's done very well there. McNabb to Welsh.
Plays it in.
Oh, I need a little bubble there.
Moncourt once again solid at the back.
Yeah, she's been really imperious. She's got very long arms.
Shears. This is when the experience really begins to show through, and Shears have got years of that.
Yes. There's a bit of
Daj
panic
now
there.
plays back to Privalova.
Well picked up by Privalova
Looks
in the midfield.
to move left to the captain Edwards.
Was
Once
that back
again,
stick?
some
Yeah.
wonderful rerouting of the play going on by Cambridge here.
Yeah, it's become very fluid, this game.
Edwards, one touch beats, but lose
Harrison
possession of
picks
it.
up. Harrison's
Harrison.
been excellent. Harrison, who has not only a sister playing this team, but a twin brother who is an excellent long-distance runner.
The captain, Lee
Oh,
Smith,
Lee
working
Smith.
it forward.
That's a dangerous ball.
Moncourt once again,
So
absolutely solid. Privalova, silky. Wonderful one-hand trap by Daj there.
This is great hockey by Cambridge.
Really getting into the element here.
Shame they're only doing it in their own half.
Horden looks up, distributes.
Well tracked there by Rachel Harrison.
Ring to Edwards. wobbling through. Stoner plays it back to Moncourt. Pressure coming from Harrison here.
From Dunn, I think, from
Apologies.
Dunn. Great work by Dunn.
Dadge rolls strong.
Cambridge have done well to get this here. The old head of Lucy Donovan, though, is a match for it, and that's a good ball there by Annett.
Shona McNabb now picking up in a lot of space.
Oh, lovely weighted ball there to Dunn, who's going to pick it up with her.
The first year looking to make an impact here in her first varsity match.
Oh, and that's a good ball.
Drills it into a Cambridge foot.
Confirmation of the score to Cambridge before Ella Horden.
Just a confirmation there that Ella Horden scored that third goal for Cambridge.
That's fantastic for the left back to be getting on the score sheet like that.
Really impressive. Not fair on any of the
First
forwards.
year, first goal. That's just what you want to see. Many more to come.
Really excellent. Oh, well trapped there. That could have been nasty. Oxford move into the D. What can they do? Can they find a short?
Chipped over the Cambridge stick.
Oh, and the umpire's blown a free hit out. Oh dear, mistrap there by Cambridge. Gives Oxford another opportunity to try and make some headway into the Cambridge D.
Now we're heading into the last 5 here.
This is when it really becomes very tense.
Could we see some shuffles coming our way later today?
We might do. There's been quite a few over recent years. I myself found myself in a match that went to shuffles. It was very tense.
Was that 2017, Henry?
I think it was, yes.
Oxford victorious in that,
Yes,
I believe.
Excellent goalkeeping by George Oyobode. He of the terrible lid. Donovan picks that up.
Feels very open now.
It does, as the legs get tired.
Oh, that's a wonderful play by Annett.
Yeah, Annett has really
through
grown
to
into
McNabb.
this game.
Well cleaned up by Stoner.
Oh, that's
it's loose to the top D though.
I must
Ring's
say the
foot.
umpiring in this game has been really quite good.
Shona's been given so much space there.
Don't give her that much space. She's from Scotland.
Interesting. What's the call there? Not gone 5 perhaps?
Must have not gone 5. What do you think? As Cambridge still playing out of the back.
Moncourt
is
has
just
found herself almost in Oxford half.
but well robbed by Lee Smith.
McNabb once again. Horden looks up, plays the long ball. Can Preston get on the end of that? It's just dribbled off the side. Morgan looks around, not a long on here. It's very static from Oxford. We really are getting into the last 3 here. The tension's rising. Are we going to be seeing shuffles? My heart doesn't want it, Henry.
No, I'm not sure if I could take a shuffle so early in the day.
Wonderful ball through. Oh, Shears just can't quite get a hold of it.
Are we going to have one more chance for either Oxford or Cambridge to try and win
Another aerial through.
Oh, that's an excellent attempt at a trap. As Cambridge picking up, but ooh, Lee Smith almost gets a hold of that one. And very impressive, she's still running after that calf injury.
Moncourt being chased by Walton there.
Moncourt has been very good. Oh dear.
Oh, just plays it casually into the Oxford captain's foot.
I don't think you could give any more to a varsity match than Lee Smith has. She's put everything on the
She's
the
holding
line.
her calf again.
I've been really impressed by Lee Smith. Oh, that's a good. Oh, umpire's not happy with that tackle. I thought it was okay.
It's getting to the last couple of scrappy minutes. Moncourt looks forward. Oxford are really putting the full bus behind the ball here.
Monco doesn't look rushed. Ooh, Cambridge have done very well to keep that there as McNabb tried to nick it.
Monco looks up, trying to find the gaps in the Oxford defence.
If the hooter
they're not becoming.
Gets a bit loud at the end of this game, as there is only 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining.
I think we're seeing shuffles, Henry.
I think you might be right. Both teams have gotten a bit cagey.
Ring, what can she do?
Oh, that's lovely work.
Emma
there by
Preston,
Ring. Oh,
slight
Preston.
mistrap.
Oh, she's kept the ball on though. Oh no, she hasn't. Not sure. Not sure what I'm watching, to be honest.
Absolutely. Preston cleans up the aerial onto her foot, unfortunately.
Oh, are we going to
we're seeing cheese here, reaching into the pocket.
Oh, it's just a quality street. Just a quality street.
Umpire not happy about the chat there.
It's always exciting to see cards.
Does that rule her out of the shuffles? I don't think it does.
Oh, I'm not sure. That's a very good question. Probably
not.
Not.
It's the last few seconds of attack here.
Ooh.
Into the last 15.
18 seconds. Are they going to manage it?
Ring. Up to Way.
Oh, well
dealt with.
By Zirk. Harrison is charging back.
Can we see 8 seconds on the clock? Surely just drill it in.
Harrison's done very well to get back, but equally good Cambridge work.
And that's the game.
I don't know if you heard that, but that is the end of the second half. And apparently it's more than a game of two halves. We're going to go to shuffles.
There's absolutely nothing in it today.
Nothing
Henry.
in it. Nothing in it at all. Excellent work by both teams. They gave everything, left it all on the pitch.
This is the first time that we've seen shuffles in the women's game for
quite some time, maybe even ever.
I think ever, perhaps.
Ooh. How exciting. Who's gonna have the courage to step up and take one?
It's always a really nervy huddle now.
Yes.
They would have been practicing them, I hope.
Hopefully. I remember in 2016, maybe not enough practicing occurred. Or was it 2015? And poor Tom Clawton wandered up and smacked one straight into the keeper's pads. Sorry, Tom.
I'll always remember Tim Swin charging into Oxford D only to slip and fall over.
Slip, I remember that, yeah.
Cambridge were victorious in that shuffle,
well
however.
Deserved. They looked like they'd been practicing with Sam Brooks, the keeper that year, was it? Yeah, he was very good.
His brother to be performing later today, in fact.
Very exciting. Let's hope he has as much success as Sam.
Daryl Cassidy here giving some reassuring words to his team.
Townsend's seen it all as well. She have a lot of words to say, and now really it's for the it's on the keepers here. Sophia Baldelli.
I think we are right to say that this is the first shuffles in the women's varsity history.
Check through the records, and it is, yeah.
I think so. I think we were only playing shuffles from 2015 when they were introduced into the international game.
Yeah, and they really are exciting. It's such an excellent addition to this varsity match because otherwise it's very boring for the game just to end on a draw.
It's a bit of an anticlimax. It'd be a real shame to end a thriller as we've had today with
just an Oxford retention of the trophy. That would be very boring.
However, you must say it would be a fair result. However,
absolutely, I think both teams have been truly excellent, giving everything. Passages of really exciting to watch hockey, passages of not so much, and I think we've seen some worldy goals.
Some absolutely wonderful goals. Some wonderful goalkeeping as well, you must say.
Very good goalkeeping,
Cambridge have sustained, I would say, the majority of the chances in their half.
Yes, Lomas and her defence have done a really good job of keeping Oxford to only 3.
Now, who stepped up here for the Oxford women just wandering towards us? I think we've got the captain, Olivia Lee-Smith.
Yeah, I imagine she'll be in it.
Shona McNabb, Zirke and Harrison, as well as Wrigler for Oxford.
An interesting choice.
Surprising number of defenders in that lineup, actually.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
3 out of the 4. And on the other side of the pitch, my eyes are straining, but I think I see Izzy Montgomery, Molly Ring, the vice-captain, Bethan Moncourt, and I think that's the captain, Amy Edwards.
Yeah, I think it is. She's giving her last few words of encouragement to her players.
There's one more that I can't quite make out.
Looks like Cambridge will take the first one as Sophia stands in her goal, ready to repel this. Excellent goalkeeper, Sophia Baldelli. Second year medic in her second Blues varsity match.
Izzy Montgomery here, stepping up to the plate. Waiting for that whistle. She goes forward, rushing out.
Baldelli charges. Oh, she's just run into her.
It's off the post!
To the post!
Oh!
And that's 8 seconds.
My
Good
word.
Lord. Good Lord. The
That
drama
was-
here at Southgate Hockey Club.
You never would have thought you could have that much action in a few seconds, but we had full contact.
Yeah, everything was
and the
there.
ball ricocheting off the post there. But it's one out for Oxford there. Lomas facing off against McNabb. It's quite hard to see here. Everyone's on their feet.
Could we? Sorry, cheers.
McNabb into the circle.
She's got a
Lomas
great
wobbling
V-drag.
right.
Oh!
There's a bit of space. Oh! She's put
missed.
it wide.
Oh, unlucky from McNabb. A great V-drag, but also great keeping by
Lomas
Lomas.
was down, then well up to get back to her left post there.
Lomas, who I believe saved a flick in last year's varsity match.
This is absolutely exhilarating.
It's never easy to take one of these shuffles, and full credit to everyone who puts their hand up.
Molly Ring, she's known for having flair hands. Let's see whether she can deliver.
Put Baldelli
Drives
through the ringer.
into. Oh, it's too easy!
It's textbook. Nothing Baldelli could do.
Baldelli gave so much space there.
Oh, they're greeting that like a win. And up steps Zerk. Very flair player from Europe. Doing a PhD.
Oh, just
looking
adjusting
at,
her shin pad.
Cardiac things.
Crowd falls silent as Zerk wanders into the circle. Lomas meeting her, swipes.
Ooh.
Oh, it's been put wide!
Zerk's just missed that. Not easy at all. I remember when Andrew Oxford did that in 2017. He took it around the keeper and then just flung it wide.
It didn't cost them then, though. They were victorious, but currently they're 1-0, in effect 2-0 down.
There's still time.
Lawrence now stepping up to the plate. Baldelli will be hoping to make up.
Baldelli charges out again. Great footwork from both. Oh, Baldelli's fallen over.
She's cleaned up
That's 8
that.
seconds. Yeah, good work by Baldelli there. So it's still 1-0 to Cambridge as Wriggler strides up, looking very confident there. Her stick matches her shoes. She looks the part. Can she perform the part?
Lomas leaning forwards. Saunters out to meet her.
Wriggler runs in.
Moves to the left-hand side, goes on the reverse. Lomas
Save by
clears
Lomas.
it!
Oh, unlucky from Wriggler there. A low-scoring affair so far. Come on, Oxford, what can you do?
Now we've got the tankards coming out in the commentary box as Edwards comes forward.
Oh, that's a stick
Scraps
from Baldelli.
on the reverse.
Yeah, good save
into
from
Baldelli.
Oi. And it's still 1-0. Excellent goalkeeping work from both keepers.
Now the trophy has just been brought out next to us.
People are preparing. Is it too early though?
I think they need to score this, if I'm not wrong.
Harrison has been excellent throughout the game. Let's see if she can bring that form into the shuffles.
Lomas just adjusting her gloves. Back into the net. Dribbles in.
Oh,
Pauses. Drives right.
Oh, I love that.
Lomas is down.
No.
Oh, saves it!
Great keeping by Lomas. Are Oxford bottling this? I don't know.
I think my claim was wrong. I think I think Cambridge need to win this and score this rather.
If
And
Cambridge score this, do they win?
I think they seal it.
Yeah. Just Lee Smith left to take one for Oxford.
I've been so enraptured by what's going on in front of me that I've lost count.
I think it's still 1-0.
Moncourt dribbles in.
Oh, great tackle there
Clashes
by
by
Baldelli.
Baldelli.
Another great tackle.
Oh, it's time! A flick!
They've blown for a P flick.
Oh, that was fairly soft, I think.
Yeah, me too. I don't think that's really... we've got tankards
The
flying
tankards
all over
are
the commentary
flowing
box.
all over the place here.
Yeah.
Some of the elder committee members
Yeah.
doing their duties well. Moncourt now with the opportunity to make it 2-0. Pauses. Oh, and drills it into the left half!
That's a
It's
Varsity
the
win for
women!
Cambridge.
For the first time in 5 years!
It's been
It's
an
a Cambridge
excellent
women
match.
win! Oh, and they're piling onto each other over there. They so deserve it. But you've got to feel for
I
Oxford.
really feel for Oxford.
They gave it all their all today, and it was
They did.
it was an absolute thriller of a match. 3-all.
3-0, had everything. Goals, shuffles, goals, cards, and a result.
Cambridge win. Extraordinary. When you get to the shuffles, it really is everyone's game. But you know, I think Lomas had a lot of experience during the game. She was really being tested, and
Yeah,
I think
Oxford
that
really did a good shot box on her.
and I think that showed in the shuffles.
Yeah, really excellent. Well played by Cambridge to beat to end a 4-year varsity drought, and actually to really put some light blue on the recent history of varsity wins for the women.
You've got to be absolutely over the moon there as Cambridge women. You know,
Yeah, got a feel for.
we
Oxford,
can say
though.
it now, but they were sort of coming into this game as the underdogs. Some
Really,
would have said.
They really were. Yeah, this Oxford team are one of the best I've seen for a while.
They play in the National League.
Yeah, they do, and they've had good results. Some top hockey players there with many international credentials.
But
so,
you know what this shows is in a varsity match, it's everyone's to play for.
It really is. It's anyone's game. Well, Oxford and Cambridge's game, but it's between them, anyone's game.
And I think that we're going to leave you now for a few moments before we begin
The men's game.
The
at
men's
3
game.
o'clock.
The Cambridge men are wandering onto the pitch now, about to begin their warm-up. I think we're running a little bit behind schedule, but I think Henry and I will be joining you again in a few moments.
In a few moments' time, exactly.
interview. He was fucking mugging me off. Every stain's a memory. Every stain's a memory. Or a lack of a memory. It's not too late to change your name. This Oxford kit is some. This is. When has orange been? Never since never. Oxford really got a. We could hear last year they're a bit more comfortable commentating on the men. More willing to be abusive. I think there's going to be more of that. A heavy challenge early on will set you off nicely. Just drink, man. The drunker you are for this, the better. I'm actually going pretty well on the I'm looking forward to listening to it back. Saw Henry last year listen back to his commentary in front of everyone. Played it back. We had an absolute wonderful time on Deals Day, so the day after our last match, we spent 4 days together. We normally spoon at about 11, then we go and play golf. And then we had a curry and watched the match. We went through both games. It was so good. That's it, good. Entertaining. Charlie, I'm more senior of today. He's undergraduate at Birmingham. This is good knowledge. He actually lost. He actually played against Oxford. The only knowledge we had 25 with that. The only knowledge we got from the culture last year was either Ianberg used to play for the O's together, or Shootout McNabb was the junior chess champion. Did that this year? Shootout, the chess champion. Guys, you're not commenting right now. The men's trophy comes down the M11. Sorry, excuse me, and then 40, but I think we're seeing both down the M11. I really enjoy it. Some people have gone, that's quite weird. I spent a lot of time on it. I'll do the intro this time, Henry. Hang on, which one's mine? That one's there. Heading back in now. Where's that program? I've lost the box here. It was actually quite handy. But I may have left mine inside. Let's go, Ritty! drinks, then you have to put up with me. That's what's going on here. You've escaped. It is very interesting. Yeah, so it's good. How you moved back to Academy recently? I'm living at home in Green, yeah. So it's really saving up. I'm hoping to do a master's to go. Yeah. I think it was science.
Been here all day?
We've been here since 11. Yes, we were actually revising everything. We were sort of studiously learning the names and numbers.
All right.
Good to see you.
Yeah, see you on maybe.
I'll be here around, so I'll come and find it.
Okay, folks, we are ready to take the teams out for the 120th Varsity Academy Conference. And the 18th time to stage here the fabulous South West reception. And the team
They're doing my job. Do they want their own one?
Varsity University. Goalkeeper George Oliver. Goalkeeper Alexander Ashley. Number 1, William Patterson. Third, Johan Pereira. 6, Charlie Brown. 7, Joshua Keeling. 8, William Thompson. 10, Henry.
And good afternoon and welcome to the 120th Varsity match here at Southgate. We're just waiting for the players to come out. And here they come. Cambridge led by Ed Tyler in the number 5. Oxford led by Josh Keeling in the number 7. It's wonderful light blue skies here. And it's been a light blue day with Cambridge women winning for the first time in 4 years. It was a tight game, 3-all, went to shuffles, which Cambridge eked out 2-0. But it's a different game, different Varsity match. You're joining Monty Finn, that's myself, and Henry Taylor in the commentary box. We've decided to restore a bit of balance to the commentary team this year. Last year, it was very much an Oxford affair. And we had a few Ofcom complaints, as I was talking about in the women's game. Accusations of bias towards the Dark Blues. But that's why we've brought a bit of balance. Myself, I'll be rooting for Cambridge here. We're going to be open and honest. And we will be biased personally, but we'll be balanced together. Isn't that right, Henry?
That's exactly right. Hello, everyone. I will be rooting for Oxford. I spent a few years there, played a few Varsity matches, and I'm looking forward to a really good game. Absolutely gutting to see Oxford women lose out in a very, very tight game. And now looking forward to seeing some quality hockey from this men's game.
The handshakes now. We forgoed the the national anthem, which the monarchists among us will be a bit disappointed by. I'm not sure exactly why the national anthem has been taken off the agenda. I think time constraints may have something to do with it. It may have also been with a bit of royal trouble we've had this year.
Could be, yeah, a bit of a split in the monarchy.
With Harry and Meghan choosing to forgo their royal duties.
Yeah.
But you can't opt out of feudalism, though. That's what they don't understand.
Completely agree. Interestingly, both teams have selected to start with 2 keepers in their squads. Let's see if that continues.
George Oyabode in the Oxford net and Toby Brooks in the Cambridge one.
Brother of Sam Brooks, I believe.
Indeed. I mean, it's a bit of a Cambridge dynasty, which we have a couple of those in the Cambridge side today. So Toby Brooks,
Gilmore, I've seen a Gilmore or 2 run around a pitch before.
Well, Gilmore, this is actually the 6th varsity match in the row where we'll have Gilmore lining up for the Light Blues. But the first since 2014 where we won't have Kieran Gilmore in the squad. He's unfortunately gone to Holland on a transfer. You know,
Oxford would be very happy to see no Kieran Gilmore.
That's very true. Man of the match last year, but he's been poached out there, and you know that's the modern game. You know, you have a lot of international transfers these days. We saw an international Zerke in the women's women's team earlier.
Very good. Played a few Blues matches. Not sure how many internationals there are in this Oxford team.
Is Keeling not?
No, Keeling's a London man. Oh, and he's got his first touch there. A good trap. This is a quick start.
Harry Lang now distributed to the captain, Ed Tyler.
A few postgrads in this Oxford team from other universities.
Duckworth, number 13, a strong number. I think you find. I was wearing that number last year, Henry.
Very good number. I was always a 15 man myself.
15, Josh Self this time for Oxford.
Yeah, good player, good player.
Pereira now.
Yeah.
Distributes up the right half, cleaned up by captain Tyler.
Oh, that's a lovely
Tyler,
little
a geographer from Sydney, Sussex. He's the captain today. I hear that he models his strong leadership on another Sydney Sussex alumnus, Oliver Cromwell. Oliver Cromwell, a parliamentarian in the First English Civil War. And of course, they were victorious at the Siege of Oxford in 1646.
Well,
and I think Tyler will be hoping to replicate the destruction of the Oxford defences today.
And Oxford will be hoping that history doesn't repeat itself. As we have a bit of confusion, but I think it's a long corner. Is that Gilmore standing over it?
No, that's Ollie Duckworth over the ball.
Yeah,
back to Gilmore, number naughty 69.
Yes.
Very cheeky young man.
Of course, yeah.
Gilmore striding forwards, plays it back out to Tyler. Gilmore, captain the last year. I had the pleasure of being captain by Gilmore in both my varsity years. One in 2016 and the last 2019. Both like to sort of lead by action, I would say. And wonderful ball forward.
Oh, that's a great
as Seb Shaw picks it up. Joyce on Sykes is in. It's an early goal. Unbelievable from Cambridge. Absolutely wonderful work.
Cambridge just put it into an empty mesh.
And it all started with that absolutely delicious ball through from Sean Gilmore. Picked up on the reverse by Seb Shaw, who passed it to his fellow Yorkshireman Johnny Staunton Sykes, who just daintily put it across goal. I didn't actually see who put it in the back of the net. I didn't
even see. Oyabode, good keeper, but he could do nothing about that. It's straight into his Satsuma sack.
And Cambridge are 1-0 up.
Oh, and that's a dodgy pass.
Gilmore,
showing some nerves.
A lot of space already. Sykes again, 11.
Oh, not a great
picked
touch.
Up by that Patterson striding through.
No, that's not Patterson. That is.
Is that Miss
Holding? I
Holding.
believe. He has excellent hands.
Sykes plays it out.
Newbold watches that off.
Pereira picks it up on the side.
Arthur Hughes, most gormless man in Oxford University Hockey Club.
Now that is Patterson, and I believe I'm correct this time.
Yes, that is Henry Patterson.
Back.
Otherwise known as Kev.
Young, sporting a very handsome beard.
Yeah,
you know,
good.
he.
That's
a strong contact.
Some serious number 15 work there. Lovely hands.
Some would say that's diving, Henry.
Nah, not for me. Not for me. Newbold stands out. That's not a great pass.
Holding back to Pereira.
Well. Yeah, Pereira. on the ball in his second varsity match.
They're playing a wide
Lankan
4 at the
international.
back.
They are. That's a
Unbelievable
what a pick
pick.
by Keeling.
Driving
Charging
in.
in. What's he doing now? Ooh.
I think that's all stick umpire.
Nah, the umpire's seen that
Oh.
correctly. Yeah, he's
Not
right.
sure what game he's watching.
Hughes stands over it. Hughes, compatriot of Keeling for Wimbledon Hockey Club before they came in his 3rd year now. That makes me feel old.
Pereira picks it up casually on the reverse. Looks forward.
Oh, he's been picked there.
Campkin with his long limbs.
good
He's got
play,
everything covered, and it's been played to Seb Shaw, who's driving through.
He's taking on Patterson. What
Oh,
can
and he's
Patterson
lifted
do?
it.
Oh,
Oh!
that is delightful skill.
He's
But he's-
almost
oh.
taken Charlie Young's head off
The
there.
umpires have deemed that too high, and Oxford will play out through Will Thompson. No, Will Thompson doesn't fancy it. Pereira
Pereira.
stands over it. What's he going to do? He's going to pass it.
Back to Patterson,
Patterson.
onto Holding.
He's got hands, this boy.
Staunton Sykes pressuring.
Yeah.
Patterson back to Pereira.
Yeah, what's he
Pereira
gonna
looks
do?
up, plays long through the middle.
Oh, that's a
Absolutely
good ball,
darts it through, but no
else
one's
is-
there.
No one fancies it, really.
Tyler calls for it. There's a lot of headbands being sported today by the Oxford men.
Yeah, not sure
Cambridge
about
men, rather.
that. Not sure about that.
So we've got Tyler at the back. He's wearing a green number.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Some people would call it blue, but I'd call it green.
And up front, Seb Shaw is also sporting the headband. And I think if I look across the bench there, I see Will Silver sporting another headband. Seems to be a bit of a running theme.
They need to pay for a haircut, maybe. Cambridge happy to keep it at the back for now. Oxford not really putting them under much pressure. Just playing
Distributing.
a zonal press with a three-man sitting in the middle.
It
yeah.
is zonal, you're right.
It is, yeah.
And
You know,
they're pressing hard, but Duckworth
oh,
not faced
Selfie
at all.
Takes a nasty hit there, but carries on through. That's really putting the body on the line.
Now, you would have thought that Self would have had the courtesy to shave this morning, but he doesn't seem to have done so.
Nah, Student is just focusing on his hockey.
A scraggy beard there. Wang
Oh,
plays
a
it
little slip
through
there from Hughes.
to, I can't see, there's people on the stairs.
Nah. Unfortunately, that.
Oh, Seb Shaw, what hands! Oh, that's a shot!
Yes, that is a
My
short
word,
corner.
that was absolutely silky skills from Seb Shaw there.
Make Patterson look like he'd just been attacked by a member of the Mafia, feet in concrete.
And there's chants of Yorkshire coming from the Cambridge fans.
And Keeling has a few words to his defence, trying to reset them as he jogs back to the halfway line. Oxford need to regroup here.
Seb Shaw, obviously hailing from the small town of Bingley in Yorkshire.
Oyabode
And if you
touches
meet him
his
for
goal.
5 minutes, he'll tell you about it. So it's Jonathan Park here, Cambridge's pocket rocket, about to fire it out.
Oyabode, stalwart in defence.
We've got a double
loves
castle
a short corner save.
with Wang on the right and number 69,
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Oh, what's happened
Saved
there?
off the line by Pereira, I think there.
Excellent work by
Back
Johan
into the
Pereira.
circle.
Oh, and Passon, that is not great.
He's really, he's thrown away what was a great save by Pereira.
He's been really hindered by injury this year, but is an excellent player.
Is
so,
that Pereira?
No.
Henry?
Well, Pereira also has been hindered by injury. Yeah, Patterson has been hindered by injury this year, which is a real shame for him.
That is a shame. There's a few Oxford players who are missing from injury. We have our own one, Oliver Phillips. He was a young fresher picked, but unfortunately has been
Struck down
by illness, and we wish him quick health.
Oh, a missed trap at the top of the D. Oh, but Patterson slipped as well.
Oh,
What's
back
Thompson
to
done
Staunton
there?
Sykes, picked it up, drills it across goal.
Oh, Oyabode says no one there, so no short corner awarded. Newbold takes it out. He's got hands, this boy. He's played for Reading, England and Wales. In that order.
And now for Oxford. Surely
They can clear their lines.
the least impressive of his caps, I would say.
Well, yeah, it depends what you care about, really. Obviously a clever boy.
Proud to be playing against Cambridge though today. Campkin
Yeah.
sees off. Holding. Back
Oxford
to
happy
Patterson.
to keep it at the back in their wide back four. Pereira winds up his slap, passes to Thompson, a bit of a
Sebi.
mistrap.
Sebi Shaw putting a lot of pressure on the ball there.
Will Thompson
He's just stepped off the pitch for Atkins, who's come on.
Will Thompson in his first varsity match, unlucky to miss out last year through injury. That's a lovely ball down for Hemsey, who's running in. He played in midfield last year, but is moved to forward this year. And Patterson watches that one off the back line. Oxford look a bit shell-shocked here. They need to try and build some possession up top, as Cambridge are playing very well.
Oh, come on! Bit of shoulder-to-shoulder umpire.
Nasty shove in the back there on Self. As
Hanty and Wang plays a very contact-heavy game.
Little shout out to Mark Rutherford, who will be taking over the reins this year as standing coach for the Oxford men's Blues.
Holding, driving through here,
Ooh,
plays
that's a good
it
ball.
through.
Self takes it, a little ball in,
Deflects.
and can Hemsey get it? Oh, he can't quite bring that under a spell.
That's a mistrap there.
Yeah, I've been there.
Rutherford coaching the Oxford side, but in slightly more experienced hands at Cambridge with Charlie Bannister, who has been coaching Cambridge for who knows how long now.
As long as I've been playing, if not longer.
You know, he's got a lot of wise words in the changing room before the boys come out, and it's showing today.
Yeah,
they came out flying 1-0 up already.
Yeah,
As,
really good
as
start
Charlie
for
likes to
Cambridge.
say, head in the fridge, legs in the oven, and that seems to be what Cambridge are doing today. As Captain Tyler picks it up, looks for the chuck,
Oxford might
throws
be missing
it.
their mercurial coach, John Shaw. It's very sad not to see him here today. He's done an absolute service to Oxford University Hockey Club, and
Jonathan Park.
he will be missed.
Self flying in there.
Oh, Hemsey tries to get that
Oh,
one.
it's
Yeah.
argy-bargy.
This has everything in it so far.
Hanty
Everyone
and
is
Wang
putting
plays
everything
it
into it.
into Patterson's foot. Cold time there. Not sure what
What's
for.
going on here?
Headed.
No.
Oh, I'm. To Self. Oh, we hope he's all right.
We hope Self is
Hopefully,
okay.
he just needs a few
He
minutes.
seems okay.
Perhaps he can take this time to have a bit of a shave on the bench. Get rid of that scraggly beard.
Maybe.
No, is
Firth coming on for
no,
Self.
it's Wang over the ball on the side. Plays it to Taylor, the power.
Bill the Power Taylor.
Oh, but he's been dispossessed
Oh,
by
by
Hughes,
Hughes.
who's running through. But
But
Tyler is cleaned up, but it's
excellent
fallen
ball to
to.
Newbold. Newbold, what's he doing there?
Oh,
Oh, and Patterson, he's
oh.
roaring through. Yeah, no, that's not going through. Oh, he's still on it. What's happening here? Yeah.
Oh,
He's got his hands
scrappy
up in
through
the air.
the middle there.
Hughes wants it. Hughes stands over it. Hughes looks up. He passes the ball into the goal. Oh, no.
Plays it wide.
Cambridge,
Oh,
stop that.
Silver
Firth almost gets that under control.
looking to be the golden boy today.
Good pick up there by Holding. I'm telling you, this boy has hands.
Pereira distributes to Patterson.
Yeah, good pass from Johan. Likes to move the ball around the back. What's he doing now?
Oh, Campkin splits it though. Where are you
He's
going
got
now?
Very long arms. That's a great ball by Pereira. and
Wonderfully
a great pickup
distributed.
from the ex-Loughborough student.
Atkins. He's having none of it.
Ooh,
Beats
yeah,
one.
he's beating Thompson. What's he going to do now?
Oh,
That's a
plays
great
it
ball.
inside to Campkin.
Oh.
Oh, who can't get a hold of it.
He's
A
gonna
rare
regret seeing that
moment
one.
of.
That's not
but
Pereira's
Park is
best ball. As Hemsey works hard.
Park marshalling
but
the
Hughes has
middle.
got that. Hughes is charging through the midfield. This boy is a very talented hockey player, and he has legs for days.
Feels like there's a lot of space in the middle of the park here. I think both teams are really trying to spread the play, but that means that they're really opening it up in the centre as Charlie Young, interesting distribution.
It's a good ball.
There's no one there, unfortunately.
Nah, no one else on his
Charlie Young, one of the more senior players playing today, at a
Another
ripe old
postgrad.
age of 25,
Nothing wrong with that.
doing a Masters in Sustainable Urban Development. We need more of that.
We surely do. Yeah, one of a few postgrads in this team. We have Ed Firth as well, who is from Loughborough, doing a PGCE, I believe.
Very young side, actually, in the on the Cambridge side of things. A lot of experience in terms of Blues, however. I mean, we have 12 returning Blues playing for Cambridge
Which
today.
is actually outstanding retention from them. Almost a 13th with Jackson, captain from a few years ago, is still technically able to play, but writing up his PhD thesis.
Yeah, he's got his mind on other things. Those other things being the influence of the federal Russian states in foreign policy, I believe.
Yeah, poor him. Patterson here.
But returning to the hockey, we've got Johan Pereira over the ball, distributing once again to Patterson, who plays it forward to
Hughes, who passes it back to Holding. That
huge
is a
aerial,
big old aerial from
but it's
really
gone straight
no
off the
effort.
park.
Yeah. Slightly misdirected, but he's shown them what he's got in his locker.
Han Tien Wang, another man who's opted for the double gloves.
Yeah, not sure about
Similar to our women of the match, Bethan Moncourt, from the victorious Cambridge women's side. She had an absolute blinder, Henry, didn't she?
She was very good.
But we've had a real moment
That's a
there.
real, almost Newbold just passes
Absolute
out to
commitment to the cause from
excellent
Gilmore.
work by Firth there to start that move. And Tommy Goldberg, young Tommy Goldberg there in the middle. You may be surprised to find out he is actually of university age, because he does look quite young.
Sean Gilmore, his commitment to the cause there. He's
good play.
willing to put the body on the line. He's gone, Seb Shaw picks it up, bobbling.
Patterson, that's agricultural at
But
best.
Park driving through the middle.
Good ball.
On to Leng, who's on the reverse, drills it across, but topped over the back.
He'll want that one back.
Harry Leng was Wanderers captain last year and has made his way up into the Blues.
I love to see that.
You absolutely love to see it. I mean, it's similar to Jonathan Staunton-Sykes, Cambridge number 11,
Good player.
who has made his way all the way from the mighty Squanderers up into the Blues over the years.
I've played against him a few times. He's a good player and a difficult opponent.
Now Tyler over the ball, looking imperious, the Lord Protectorate, some might say. Sebi battling against
Umpires are happy to let that play. Holding's done well to get the ball there. But
oh, it's scrappy, but Cambridge ball apparently.
yeah, Cambridge really moving towards the D there. I think that's why the umpire's given them benefit of the doubt.
Bill Taylor now back to Tyler in the fading afternoon sun here at Southgate.
Yes, lost a
Tyler.
bit of his heat. Oh, Hemsley's trying to cut that one out, and then he's almost got hold of that one. Risky play there by the Cambridge back line, but it's paid off.
13 to Duckworth, gives it away.
Hughes, yeah, lovely play by
Out
Hughes there.
to
Goyal, Dilip Goyal, first varsity match here. Originally at Imperial University and now studying at Oxford, doing an undergraduate
they're
degree.
very glad to hear him. I think he scored 9 goals in the Saturday League.
Yeah, I think he drag flicks, but not, you know, Pereira I think is the preferred drag flicker. Goyal's got a bit of a cannon on him, slightly misdirected sometimes.
Tyler put under pressure here by Hemsey, but not phased, drives through.
Ooh.
But I spoke too soon, I think,
find
as
his
he
wang.
passes off the side of the pitch.
Oxford are slowly growing into this game after conceding an early goal, playing it round the back.
Cambridge seem quite willing to sit on that 1-0 lead as we proceed into the last 20 minutes of the game. Sorry, apologies.
Of the half, yeah.
Sorry.
There are in fact 2 halves in this game.
As Oxford will be pleased to know.
Yes, they need all the time they can.
Wang
to get
back
into this one.
to Gilmore, who distributes to Leng. Back to Gilmore, driving forward. You'll see that quite a lot today. Gilmore, he loves a wobble.
Oh, and that's a very good pick by Gilmore.
And Seb
off
Shaw
Holding.
inside to
Oh,
Gilmore.
Gilmore,
He's
charging
in.
into
He's
the
in
D.
Oxford D. Plays it. Oh, just wide.
It's a good job. Oyebode knows where his post is, because that was not far to the right of that.
I mean, it's the fluidity of the modern game that you see Gilmore coming right from his back line all the way to troubling George Oyebode there.
Ooh, and that's a really good pick up in the midfield there by Cambridge, stealing it off Newbold, but the umpires deem it illegal. Good set of orange shoes on show here from everyone.
It's Firth there. There's
Yeah.
very popular pair of wheels that seem to be being sported.
Yeah, everyone seems to have them these days.
Fast distribution there,
Oh, so
but
another
Wang diving.
Another great ball by Pereira.
Distracts
and Goyal
Goyal.
just can't pull that one under his spell. Let's see if Oxford can press him in. Oh no, they're back into their zonal press.
I always think the zonal press is a bit of a strange one to pull out on a varsity day.
Yeah,
I always
not
like getting
sure.
in my opposite number's face, whispering a few kind words into their ear.
Yeah, I completely
You-
agree. I
you
was a
don't-
big fan of, as a forward, I was a big fan of putting them centre-backs under early pressure and see what they can do.
But Cambridge now shifting to a 3 at the back. Ed Tyler distributing back to Gilmore,
Really
who
nice. They're
looks
happy
up.
to keep it. They're up in this game. They're happy to just wander around with it in their half.
Gilmore looks up, plays to Leng, who's out there at left half.
Really nice
Leng
structure
straight
from this Oxford
across.
press, though.
Not seeing a lot. Where's the post-ups? Duckworth now offering something.
We apologise for this brief period of hockey, which is really quite tedious. But yeah, here we
Taylor
go. Something's
back
happened.
to... I think there needs to be a bit more movement from the middle for Cambridge.
Yeah, there's not much going on, is there?
They're
Ooh.
just... The midfielders seem quite happy to just stand there watching their defenders pass around the back. They are 1-0 up,
1-0
so...
up, so they don't need to do anything more, really.
But it's, as we mentioned earlier, it's a game of two halves, so we really need to be getting more goals on the score sheet. Gilmore now.
Oh, he's a good acceleration there.
I'll tell you once, I'll tell you again, Henry. That man loves a wander through from the back line.
Yeah, so I see.
It was quite frustrating sometimes, I have to admit, being in his team. You would often post up just to see him charging at you with no inclination whatsoever to pass you the ball.
I never know what to do.
On
then.
the back stick!
Oh!
Oh!
Birdie watches that one flash past his right post.
This is the thing, Henry. We were caught out rather there because
It's just so quick.
one moment we're very dangerously passing around the back, and the next moment we're in Oxford D.
Yeah, Pereira doesn't look very happy with something. Not sure what. He's just chuntering away. Ex-Oxford University president. Been taken over now by Mr. Oliver Shorthose. Yes, it's a funny name.
Mr. Louis Totten on the Cambridge side.
Nice man. Goldberg picks it up. Is he going to be robbed? No, he's done well there. Very well to win a foul.
Slightly soft.
Young picks it up. Good ball. Oh, Goyal
Goyal.
once again. It just gets past him. Umpire's having a word.
Oh, chopping, umpire
Yeah,
says. Bit of a warning there.
Not happy with that.
Park acknowledges it.
And we play on.
Gilmore over the ball, charging forward. Duckworth coming deep into his own half. Are they going to go to 5 at the back? No. Oh, perhaps here. Park straight back out. I think they have. They have moved to the 5 at the back. That's
First
fluid
ball, he
hockey.
got that. Yeah, really nice. I love a 5 at the back. I myself playing one at the moment.
Gilmore back to Tyler. They seem very comfortable at the back here. It's a strange move from Oxford here. Oh, as they come
and he's
through.
been
I've spoken too soon there.
Nicked by Arthur Hughes there, who's
A
doing a
loss.
trademark run through the midfield. Oh, good, dangerous ball in. Cambridge just managed to get their handle back on that and try and play out as... Oh, that's a very good ball into
Seb
midfield.
Shaw
They play out.
back
Could
to
this be a
Leng.
Cambridge counter-attack?
Charging down the wing with those very garish orange shoes.
Yes, Pereira manages to get a vital touch on that to allow Oxford to recover from what was a promising attack from Oxford, turned into a very dangerous moment from Cambridge. This could become an end-to-end game, especially as both teams get a bit winded.
Park lifts it. A wonderful ball through to Atkins, who picks it down beautifully.
What a fantastic pick that is.
Oh, can't
Goldberg,
distribute it though.
Very good pick from Goldberg.
Number 8, Thompson, I believe.
And we have a moment to catch our breath after 5 minutes of really frantic hockey.
Pereira
Young is
chucks
Young's on
it
his
through
bike.
to
Ooh.
Self, who's got a headband now. It's
Self's
good to
got-
see that he's back on the pitch.
Yeah, he was playing very well for his first 5 minutes before he got that knock.
Sides the vice-captain now on the pitch. To his captain, Gilmore. Now we've gone to 5. You'll see this a few times in... Ex-captain, you're correct.
Yeah, sorry.
You'll see this a few times in Cambridge play today. Just fluidly moving to the 5 at the back to push someone forward. And before you know it, Oxford have got a man behind them and they don't know anything about it.
In this modern hockey, it's becoming increasingly important to be able to play in several positions and really change your formation at will.
Taylor
Ooh,
stumbles
dodgy,
on his
yeah,
reserve.
Not great there. What's Pereira going to do?
Plays it forward.
Goyal, good bit of hands. That's not Goyal, that's
Hughes,
Arthur
I believe.
Hughes. Yeah, that's a great... Wow.
To Self. Picks up
Oh,
through to Hemsley.
Hemsley
They're in.
Oh, and that's a short corner. Wonderful work by Arthur Hughes in the midfield. A cutting ball into Hemsley, and then he just does the rest. Lovely short corner win.
Now
And Ben Hemsley has won a short corner for Oxford. What will they do? I hear Pereira has a bit of a flick on him, or Goyal, who's not on the pitch.
Now we've got Toby Brooks in between the sticks here for Cambridge University.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, given that he's a keeper wearing a helmet, you can't see that he's got an absolutely beautiful pair of blonde curtains underneath there.
Oh dear, not like Sam Brooks.
Hugh Grant, eat your heart out.
Let's Cambridge better hope he's half as good as his brother, because he was quite good.
Let's see. Pereira scored 12 goals in the Saturday League.
Thompson drags out. Thompson drags out, stopped by Hemsey.
Pereira.
That's
It's well out by
Miles.
Gilmore. He's got it absolutely covered, having none of it.
Textbook #1 running from Gilmore. I think they read that one. Hugh stands over. Good ball into. Ooh.
Sides, picking it up.
Hemsey hounding him. Ooh,
Loops it
that's a
through.
great ball.
Can Atkins get on
No,
that?
it's not.
No, Young showing the wisdom and composure of an elderly man.
Yeah, good player. Good pick up. Hughes is growing into this game. He's starting to really
He's looking
put his
very
fingerprint
dangerous,
on
I
it.
must say, Henry.
He's a good player.
Oh, down the back line.
Oh, that's a dangerous
Bobbled
ball.
into the Cambridge circle.
Oh,
Dealt with by Tyler.
very well dealt with.
Old
yeah.
Ironsides having absolutely none of it today.
Oxford are really starting to build into this game. Oh, what's that? No.
Tyler again cleaning up. On the reverse. Oh, it's
Great
not
work
giving
by
his
Goldberg
way.
there. Great work.
Self in the headband. Lines up.
Passes to Thompson. What's Thompson going to do here? That's a nasty ball in.
Oh, that's lifted,
Oh,
umpire.
Yeah. Hemsey couldn't quite bring that under his spell.
The past few minutes have been a bit more frantic. Cambridge will be looking just to take a couple of paces off this.
Yeah, they've let Oxford into this a bit
Taylor,
after
it's
a
been
very
given a
dominant
lot of
Cambridge
space.
start.
It's an interesting press, this, you know, because it doesn't really give the same amount of intensity. You're giving the midfield a lot of time on the ball.
No, I believe it's a press often used by the Belgian national team, actually.
Do you think that the manager, Sam Krasner, has anything to do with that?
I hope not. Nice man, Sam Krasner. A medicine student at New College, Oxford. A goalkeeper as well. Has taken a year out of hockey to
Self dribbles it into his own
manage the
foot there.
team.
Unfortunate.
You can probably see him in a very colourful blazer, standing next to Alex Asif, the other Oxford keeper.
Charlie Bannister more than capable to handle the team by himself. We don't have this sort of player manager situation which the Oxford clubs seem to go for.
Just shows what you need to replace the great John Shaw. Actually, Oxford has several coaches on the bench. Freddie Foster.
Huge ball through to Atkins, who picks it up.
Yeah,
looking dangerous
great
here.
Pickup. Not sure what's going on at the moment.
It's gone Oxford's way, unfortunately. Apparently, I've got on the shot there, unfortunately.
Oh, great ball through, but even better trap there by the Cambridge defence.
Tyler distributes. Atkins doesn't quite
Good
get a hold
pressure
of
there
it.
by Holding. Oh, Keeling, that's a vital touch, but Hemsey can't quite get it.
Off the sideline. This is a high-paced game,
Yeah,
and we're
really
already
high tempo.
into the last 10. Where's
I
it
know,
gone, Henry?
The game has just flashed by. Really enjoyable hockey to watch from
Bill the
both
Power
teams.
Taylor there, number 9, after his hero, Alan Shearer.
Ah, very nice. Oh, Matt Williams, first touch there from the young Welshman.
Charlie Young, he's had less impact on the game than I would thought.
Ball and, first
that's
time hockey for
absolutely
Oxford.
fluid.
Oh, 3 first-time touches in a row. That's
Charlie's
a great
won
pick
it
by
back.
Charlie Young. Yeah, maybe take some time. Newbold, what's he going to do?
Oh, a bit of wobble there. Give himself a bit of space to slap it through.
That's a fantastic ball and a great trap by Self.
Self driving.
It's good that
Picked
head
it up
injury
by
doesn't
Park.
seem to have hurt him.
Park steadies himself. And a huge ball through.
Oh,
Oh, what a pick from Patterson.
That's Holding again.
Young composed. Distributes back.
Williams
To
on the
Williams.
ball to Pereira. Will Pereira make a whole game? We don't know.
Atkins putting a bit of pressure on Holding there.
Yeah, as I say,
Campkin
he's
with
got
his
hands.
long limbs
Yeah.
closing.
Newbold.
Naughty touch, but Wang's all over it.
But another tackle, great tackle by Newbold. This lad can play. That's a great ball to Firth, I mean.
Play on, says umpire. Gilmore loves it, charging through.
It's great to watch.
Picked up by Wang.
Oh, almost a great tackle there by Self. Wang let that ball get a bit far away from him, and Self just charged it.
What's
That's
he
not a
doing
great
there?
aerial.
Oh, scrappy, but Cambridge ball.
Yeah, I was saying Oxford.
What's he doing there?
Oxford have replaced John Shaw with 3 coaches, I believe. Noah Francis, who used to play for the Oxford University Blues, but is now playing for Oxford Hawks first team, and Freddie Foster, another Oxford Hawks first team player, and Mark Rutherford.
Just makes you appreciate the steadiness at the helm which Charlie Bannister's given us over the years.
Yeah, really impressive.
Obviously bringing with him the experience of a Blue himself, not in hockey but in cricket.
A multi-talented man.
He played at Lord's back in the day. A chemist by profession.
Yeah, good subject, good subject.
Back to Wang now.
Oh, Self is really getting very low here, putting his head in more danger. If he's not careful, Wang will clock him one.
Back to Gilmore. Gilmore plays it through to Leng, and acres of space plays the sides. This is fluid.
Oxford
to
press is
Atkins.
broken down a bit here.
Now, Silver,
hockey,
top of the
hockey,
D.
hockey,
Atkins!
Hockey!
Oh, what a finish! That's absolutely wonderful hockey from Cambridge.
That's a really excellent goal.
And it's come through again from that wonderful ball through by Gilmore, reminiscent
press.
of Cambridge's early first goal. And it's gone through to Leng. Leng to sides to Atkins, and into the back of the net.
Yeah, that's a really excellent goal, well described as well. Really broken down the Oxford press quite easily there. And Oxford are really going to have a regroup there. Be thankful there's only 6 minutes till half time, so the rudder can steer them in the right direction.
It's interesting because if you're watching the game, Cambridge are in it just as much as Oxford. It's not massively unequal in terms of possession.
Not at all, not at all. I think
In terms
Oxford
of-
have, Oxford
in
have
terms of
really,
chances.
yeah, played quite well so far. Cambridge have just put them away.
Gilmore, a low-flying aerial to Atkins.
Yeah, a little shin fizz of that.
Atkins rolls.
Well tackled by
Loses
South.
it.
He's been all over the place. Yeah, that's a foot. That's obviously hit a foot. Umpire. Oh.
A Cambridge
Maybe
ball,
not.
apparently. Sides over it.
In hockey,
Distributes to
obviously,
Park.
The referee is an umpire.
Park, the densest man on the pitch, one would say.
Oh, missed trap by Thompson. and
Oh, he plays
Patterson.
it into himself. Short corner!
Was he in the D? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he was. Yeah, that's a short corner.
Now what?
Scrappy.
What are we
Scrappy
going to
from
have
Oxford.
here? Now, Charlie Bannister whispering a few kind words into Sean Gilmore's ear, and he's wandering over to the top. But they've already seemed to decided what's going on. They've gone over.
Yeah, good to see that decision making from without the coaching staff required. Just like Grand Slam tennis.
Park wandering over to the spot to pull out. Wang here, absolutely raring to go. I think it may be coming to him, you know. He looks like he wants it.
He does. Is that a right post deflection?
I think it could be
do love a
what we
far-
call an
far outside.
R2, and I think
R2,
it's
yeah.
coming his way.
Fergus McNabb used to do
And
that
I've
one.
called it
is.
right, you know. Oh, maybe
but
not.
Well run out there by William
Wang
Thompson.
picks it up on the baseline.
that's a
Fired
good-
across. Oh!
That's a chance he would have scored
He's missed
99
an
times out of
absolute
1,000.
sitter. Jonathan Park's going to be absolutely ruining that later.
How did he miss that?
It was fired in pretty hard by
I guess,
Hanti and
yeah,
Wang
we've all-
across the
we've all
face of
been
goal.
there. We've all been there. Great ball by Hanti and Wang.
Silver sinking back, just covering here against Charlie Young. Oh, apologies, holding.
Holding, yeah. Hands for days, that boy.
Pereira taking a bit of a respite.
Oh,
We've
don't think
got,
Newbold wants it there.
is that Williams now
Hughes,
playing
great work from Hughes there. Yeah.
back through to the captain Keeling, who picks it up running on the reverse.
First touch for Josh Keeling, pretty much. Not quite, but...
Oh, drills it high!
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's good for one of them again.
Jeez, we're lucky that we've got some hand-eye coordination at the back of the park, otherwise it could have been a bit nasty.
Yeah, we could. Keeling, no concern for the Cambridge team.
Gilmore over the ball again. Gone a 3 at the back with Leng pacing her back. Oh, Han Tian-Wang's lifted into his thigh. The umpire's called it the other way. Park cleans it up through to Shaw.
Great, vital touch there by Holding. Otherwise Cambridge could have been in there, but it's being cleaned up in the far corner. No idea what's going on at the moment. Oxford can clear their lines now.
Holding's putting a serious shift in. Pereira's been on and off, but Holding seems to have been there all day.
Good player. Williams
Back
to Pereira. That
Drills
is
it
another
through.
Lovely ball by Pereira, but no one is on the same wavelength. He's been spraying balls around.
Tyler to Gilmore. Captain to ex-captain. Oh, Silva looks to pass it on first time, but number 90 he hasn't quite pulled it off.
That's a great trap by Fred Newball in the midfield. Unfortunately, our timing system has failed.
Gilmore picking it up and bobbling it forward as he goes on one of his characteristic charges down the pitch.
An easy run. Great tackle there by Williams.
Gilmore gestures to the umpire, wondering what that was about. Pereira now onto Patterson. Patterson looking forward to Holding. Seb Shaw closing him down. Tyler
it's a nice idea
picks it up,
from Holding.
rolls back, distributes to sides. Under a lot of pressure here, so chucks it.
Yeah, good option, good option.
Now Bill Taylor, he's
Johan
putting, oh,
using
Sykes
all
has
the pace
almost
he
got
has.
there. That's an unbelievable run from Sykes, but he hasn't quite
Johan
got a hold
running
of
in
it.
treacle there.
Oh, he's managed to win that.
We've got
That's
a
a
bit
23.
of a timing issue going on at the moment. Not sure how long there is left in the game.
Within a minute, we're told.
Accurate timing then, we are confirmed.
On the scoreboard it says time's out, but Tyler's pushed it off to the side there.
Once, yeah, I played
having
a playoff
minor
game once, so
timing
I think
issues.
the first half lasted almost 50 minutes.
Our friends in the commentary box tell us.
Lovely ball
that
by
is a
Keeling,
wonderful
and then
one too.
To Hemsey.
Keeling
and,
put it across.
That's
It's
hit
come
foot.
off a Cambridge stick
the
there.
umpire's got umpire doesn't fancy it.
He's looking at his watch. He's tapping it. What's going on? Gives a thumbs up to the sideline.
Yeah.
Gilmore
I
looks
think
up.
Rutherford wants to get his team into
And
the
there
pitch.
we have it. There's the first half, 2-0 to Cambridge.
Yeah, pretty dominant performance. I've just had a nasty look from Ryan Kavanagh. Doesn't look very impressed.
Well,
Keeling's going to have to rally his troops now.
if I was an Oxford fan, I wouldn't be happy either, Henry.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm not.
I am, and I have full faith in Josh Keeling to get these boys turned around. Mark Rutherford, a very eloquent man at half-time. He can really turn this around. Francis and Foster will also add their thoughts. It's a talented bunch of blokes, and let's hope for another quality second half.
Ed Tyler wandering in with his fellow yearman, Han Tian-Wang. They'll be very happy going into the changing room. It's the first time in a long time that I can remember it not being drawn at half-time, Henry.
Yeah, not a cage affair at all, actually. Cambridge have come out the blocks and been very clinical. I think they've almost had 2 shots and 2 goals. Really impressive.
I think it may be time for some refreshments, Henry.
Yeah,
I hear
I
that
think so.
you've complimented Southgate's shandies.
Yeah, very good.
To
or
me
even
many
just,
times.
Just their ales, yeah, very good.
Right, so I think we're going to leave you for a few moments, and
We'll be back with you later in the second half.
Right. Now we're going to do the ball trick. Right, Floydie, ball trick. Floydie, ball trick. Okay.
We are going to walk in the pitch, and therefore anybody standing close to the edge of the pitch, you need to move away now, otherwise you will get wet. And the water comes from about 30 metres down in the lovely chalk layer of the ground below London, and it is freezing.
See what last year's score was.
I walked in like this. It was down here, my goodness. And everyone was like,
0.
Welcome back to Southgate as Oxford University restart with the ball, passing the ball out with a very on-point passing, looking to restore the deficit of 2 goals that Cambridge managed to score in the first half. You join me, Henry Taylor, and
Monty Finn.
Each representing Oxford for myself and Cambridge for Monty.
Cambridge, Henry and I have had to rush in from the bar there.
Yeah, that second half really took us by surprise, actually.
We've got some glorious long shadows here falling upon Southgate Hockey Club.
It really is a great setup they've got here.
It's quite rare that you see weather like this at a varsity match.
Oh, Will Thompson's going to have to rethink that. Unwise first time pass down the line has just gone a bit wayward.
Captain Tyler over the ball now.
That's first try to grab that. Nah, he's missed that as well. Let's hope to see some more quality in the second half. There was flashes of quality in the first. A very absorbing affair. We were surprised when it ended, actually.
Do you think that Oxford are going to be rethinking that zonal press?
Yeah, I think so. I was talking to my half-time analyst, Rowan Kavanagh, and he said it was not great.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of criticism for that in the bar at half-time.
Yeah, the bar was not keen on it. Right, so Oxford with the ball on the left, with Holding, plays it in.
Oh, where's that going to?
What's Newbold
bringing
over
George
there?
Oyobode into the game.
Good touch there from Oyobode. Likes to be involved.
Sykes
Will
closing.
Thompson's missed that. A little bobbler there from Pereira, who then touches his head. Not sure why he's doing that. Use your hands.
Plays it. Campkin's open there.
Oh, that's a good ball. But an even better tackle by Williams. Matt Williams, a Welshman.
Oxford boy.
His first blue. Ooh, not the best ball, but well picked up there by Self to Thompson. They've moved to a 3 at the back there. Oh no, Williams is just a bit slow getting back. They're actually at 4. Oh, good pick up there by Keeling. That's a lovely ball as well. Very imaginative to.
Is that Newbold on the ball?
Yeah, that's Newbold. Yeah, showing a few hands. No idea what's going on at the moment, but yeah, here Thompson comes out.
It's very busy on the stairs as the fans spill back out to the side of the pitches, blocking our sight slightly. As Gilmore distributes to Seb Shaw, out to Campkin, out wide.
Campkin, the Limmy man. Ooh, Pereira's done well to tackle him, but he's having a word with the umpire.
I don't think Cambridge have used him nearly enough today, James Campkin.
No, he's an excellent player. One of Cambridge's danger men.
Wingspan of nearly 2 metres.
That's long.
Seb Shaw picks it up on the reverse. Being pressured here by
Williams, I think. Williams. Yeah.
Williams turns him.
Yeah, but he's run out of space, run out of room.
Han-Tien Wang picks up on the
2 balls on the pitch,
sideline.
2 balls on the pitch. Oh, it's off again.
Wang moves slowly forward.
He's tried to V-drag there, but he's not got it in his locker.
Sykes squaring up against.
It's a bit scrappy here in the corner. Cambridge will be happy with that. It's in their danger. Here we go. Holding starts to dribble. He's got hands for days, this boy. Oh, one goal. Surely a foul there.
Back to Campkin. Campkin.
Lovely tackle there by Pereira.
He's driving through. Leng in acres of space.
That's a great stop by Thompson for a very dangerous Cambridge attack, which they'd worked very, very hard at. And now it's a long corner.
Jonathan Park over the ball to Sides.
Yeah, Sides.
Distributes to Captain Tyler. Gilmore, a characteristic drive through.
Yeah, he does.
Seb Shaw, he's free, top of the circle, drives through.
Oh,
Seb Shaw, what a goal! Drills it into the bottom left-hand corner.
What an absolute worldie.
Cambridge have put themselves 3-0 up.
And Oxford have nothing in reply.
Again, Cambridge capitalising in the early minutes to put themselves 3-0 up. How are Oxford going to come back from this? I think we could be looking at
a cricket score? No, I hope not.
A replication of 1976 when Oxford won 7-0 against Cambridge. captained by an Australian international, the Oxford side then. But we're doing it just with homegrown talent.
Josh Keeley may not be an Australian international, but he's an excellent man. Let's hope he can revive his side into some form of response.
Park looking to press the left back here.
Yeah, Williams does it very well.
What a first touch
to
there.
Newbold, yeah, and he's found a foot there, umpire, please.
They haven't seen it, and
Oh,
Duckworth's
dear.
playing on.
Yeah, Duckworth's got a lot of space to run into there. Oh, and he
Plays
plays
it
a
to
lovely
Campkin.
ball. That's excellent play from Duckworth.
Campkin
Oh, that's a good
dribbles.
hand.
Oh my word, silky, but
that's
loses
on the
control of
highlight
it.
reel. And Newbold picks up. Newbold's gonna want to stamp his imprint on this game a bit more than he has previously.
Back to Pereira, out to Thompson.
Shout out to any international watchers we have. I've been told that Aaron Tawana is watching from abroad.
I believe Matthew Cockrell is watching from an alpine retreat somewhere.
Ah, Cockrell, nice man.
It's another old Guildfordian. We have a few of those on the pitch for Cambridge today. Hantian Wang, Harry Atkins and Ollie Duckworth.
Ah, good, obviously a good hockey school / place. Arthur Hughes starting to try and dictate play, but Oxford are forcing it through flat sticks again. I'm not sure what he's seen over there. Pereira wants the ball. Pereira's got the ball. Pereira passes the ball. Hughes picks it up, but that's a mistrap. It's a one Cambridge on 2 Oxford defenders, but he still won a free hit. Very well done there by the Cambridge man. And Cambridge can build from this free hit in the Oxford 25. It can't go straight in. Umpire's having a word. He wants to push back a bit. I'm never really sure why that happens.
Ed Sides, vice captain, picking up on the left-hand side. Looks up. A
Oh,
lot
good
of pressure
tackle
by Self.
Self. He's been tenacious all
And
game.
they want it back. Charlie Young.
Young, yeah, he's
dancing
headfoot there.
through onto Ed Sides' foot.
Yeah.
Plays it to Newbold.
Newbold, another lovely ball out to Firth. Firth moving it around.
To
Oxford.
Hughes.
Yes.
Thompson.
Hughes. Lovely little cut inside
Dribbles
there by
into the
Thompson.
middle.
Not sure about that. Yeah.
Wang steps through hard.
Yeah, he's had a good game, Wang, actually.
Lang,
Oh,
back
dear.
to Wang. Campkin.
Great tackle there by Williams. And then Williams is tackled by his own player, Hughes. Arthur Hughes, there's nothing on for him, so he has to look back to Pereira. What's Pereira going to do? He's almost standing in his own D.
Patterson distributes to Pereira. Pereira looking long through to Newbold.
Oxford.
They've
Cambridge.
gone to a very wide 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Seb Shaw there. No, Ollie Duckworth, my apologies. Showing commitment to the cause.
Keeling's having a little groan here, a little moan. I'm not sure what he wants. Oxford are happy to keep it at the back, and Cambridge are happy for them to do it, to be honest, because they're 3 goals up.
Cambridge playing a very deep half-court press here.
Yeah.
Not a single man
Good play from
in
Newbold
front of the
there.
halfway line. Will Silver working hard here, driving back across. And that's been cleaned up by Ed Tyler, the captain.
Oh, little, not sure what's
gone
going on
Oxford
here.
ways.
Oxford had the ball just outside the Cambridge D.
Charlie Young,
Charlie
the man
Young
with a
looks
handsome
back.
beard.
Yeah, very good beard, yeah. Wish I could grow something like that.
Pereira looks up, drills it into the D.
That could have been a very nice ball. Firth just didn't read it, but he's nicked it. Oh, Hughes runs into a flat stick. That could have been an awesome attack.
Sean Gilmore absolutely solid there.
Yeah, he's imperious, isn't he, at the back? Imperious.
Harry Atkins looks up, plays to Tyler.
Yeah, good ball there. Cambridge attacking down the line. Nice little stop there by Freddie Foster. Dislocates his shoulder, but his feet are still working. Lovely little left arm orthodox spin bowler, Freddie Foster. We might see him appear for Oxford in the Blues cricket.
He'll be hoping that that match goes a little bit more favourably for him.
Yeah, hopefully. I think he goes for runs.
Sinking back again Cambridge into that half-court press.
Yeah, they're happy to stand off. Hughes picks up the ball there. He's got to give it. He can't run through the whole Cambridge team, even if he wants to.
Really parking the bus here a little bit, but you can't blame them, Cambridge.
Lovely
They
tempo
found a
there,
bit of a
Young.
gap with Charlie Young, but he's
he's
drilled
run
into a flat stick again. Sean Gilmore, they've got a lot of space now. Atkins beats one.
Speed drag Pereira, who's stuck in.
He's out on the
stuck in
right.
concrete.
Oh.
He's made the wrong decision there, and Holding picks it up. Oh dear, but Holding's made a bit of a mess of that.
Is that a Cambridge ball?
Yeah. Mazy run by Gilmore.
Whoa!
That's
flash hard.
agricultural.
Runs off for a sideline ball.
Oxford want to press this in. Keeling's the only man up.
Now let's
Self's
see,
coming
are
to
they
join
going
him.
for the zonal? It looks like it's a more traditional
Nah,
three-quarter press to me.
They're almost going full, I think.
I think they're
they've
man to
gone
man
full.
almost.
Yeah, man to man, full press. I think that's a good option for them. Oh, and the umpire doesn't like that. Yeah, not 5.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that's a terrible aerial, to be honest.
Flat hard.
Oh, Keeling, what's he going to do? That's a short corner. Excellent work by Josh Keeling. Picks up the ball from a brilliant ball into the D, and he turns, spins, and wins a foot. What can Oxford do on this short corner?
I think this is the second short corner for the Oxford today.
Yes, I believe so. They've got a good short corner lineup. I believe they've scored most of their goals this season from short corners. Don't call me out on that.
Pereira is pretty efficient from the top normally.
Yeah, he's efficient is one way of saying it, yeah. He's got a long drag, Pereira.
4 strides back for Pereira. Hemsey is the stopper here with Keeling pulling out.
Yeah.
The
Keeling.
captain now lining up.
I used to stop for Keeling. He's very erratic injector, but let's hope he's got a bit more accurate. Very quick though.
Oh,
what's going
what's
on
that?
here?
Is it
Umpire's
edging over the
not
line?
happy.
Oh, he's been
Ooh.
sent.
Hantian Wang has been sent back.
It's controversial, but the umpire's telling him to go one way.
What a bizarre decision from Wang. Keeling wasn't even standing over the ball.
You got to give them a chance, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Cambridge being very kind to Oxford. Now, can they make use of this?
Pereira from the top.
Oh, it's charged down again.
Gilmore!
Excellent charge down by Gilmore.
Now
this
it's a
man is
counter.
working his way into a man but an excellent challenge by
well work from Pereira.
That's not so good. Great work by Keeling.
Played across.
Oh, just out of Newbold's reach.
Another man who favours the headband.
Standing next to us, the very impartial head of the Varsity committee, James Gordon.
James Gordon, a man who likes to say he would prefer, I think, for both the cups to be heading back down the M40. But
Maybe.
by the looks of things, both of them are going to be going down the M11 this evening.
Oh dear, Newbold's got himself tied up there.
Hantian Wang, blistering pace down the right-hand side here.
Got to atone for running out of the short corner early.
Saunters back, taking his sweet time. He knows he's thrown it up.
Cambridge have 22 minutes, and if Oxford can't answer, they will win.
Gilmore strikes it through.
Oh, good touch there by Thompson, but it's a long corner. Oh, Thompson's not happy with it.
Looks like it's going to be sides over. Apologies, Taylor over the top of the ball here. Taylor.
Oh.
Moves off it to sides.
Great work by Keeling there.
Plays it straight in.
I think that's gone straight in.
Sideline ball. A bit of pace come out of the game, it feels like it.
Yeah, Cambridge has sat off a bit and lost their tempo, which really helped them get 3 up.
Gilmore, one of his characteristic drives
Gilmore's
down the line, but he's been turned around with the captain Keeling now.
That's not a great ball. Great stop there by sides. As the sun dies here in Southgate. Oh dear, Hemsey plays a ball that's picked up by Self. That's probably a backstick, but the umpires play on. Good ball there by Pereira, finding Thompson on the right. He's got time and space to run.
Is that a Cambridge foot there?
Oh, I thought I saw a foot as well. Umpires didn't know, and they play a free hit out to Cambridge.
Maybe something to do with the dying sun, Henry.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
long,
poor
long
visibility
shadows being cast on Southgate pitches now.
That JMAN group sign is causing a big old shadow in the D.
Yeah. Thanks to JMAN, of course, for sponsoring the Varsity match, and for giving many of CUHC graduates employment. Silva scrapping for it, plays
Pereira,
on.
A bit casual there from Pereira, and then a characteristic.
Oh,
Pereira
Taylor, he's in now.
Dive.
Oh, he's flashing at that.
I'm not sure about that, Johan. Keep that one in your locker.
Out to Duckworth, who plays it to Silver. Naughty ball
That
in.
is a naughty little touch there. Naughty. But came to nothing.
Self.
Oh, ball out to Goldberg. We've not seen him this half really, but he's allowed to run. Yo, quality from Goldberg as always, and a lovely little run out there by Hemsey. Oh, what's he done there? Oh,
Back stick, lift
it. Oh, yes,
it's a shorty.
Excellent. It's a short corner. Great work there by Fred Newbold. He had Hemsey on for a pass into the D, but he decided to just run straight through the whole Cambridge defence. A lovely little mazy run lifting the ball, and he's won a short corner.
Now, what are we going to have here, Henry, do you think?
I think they might have to move it off the top because Johan's been charged down twice. He's got a very long drag. It does go like a train, but if they run out quickly enough, as Gilmore has, I think they've got to move it.
Gilmore is out like an absolute bullet.
Yeah, machine.
It's almost like he wants to be hit by that ball.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oxford have Will Thompson, who runs out for them. Also, similarly, no regard for his own health.
I think it may be coming to number 25 on the right-hand side, Castle.
You think? You think?
And I'm
does.
wrong.
Johan, I don't think that's gone to plan, but oh, great save by Brooks, and that is a Cambridge hit out.
Toby Brooks has barely been in the game,
Yeah, but when he's been called upon, he's delivered, which is all that matters. Oxford, play out.
Oh,
That's
huge chuck and an absolutely wonderful ball to Hughes.
Our first Johan Pereira aerial of the day.
Hughes driving into the middle, plays it forward to Wang, who doesn't quite get a hold of it. It's free for Newbold, as another shorty.
Newbold's really started to dominate this, showing his eye for a ball.
Toby Brooks in between the sticks here has been absolutely wonderful. I remember seeing Toby as a young talent back in 2017, Henry, when I was the coach of the Squanderers. He guarded the posts when we marched to our first victory in 4 years as the Squanderers.
Really excellent. Well, when you've got talent like Brooks in goal,
and it runs in the genes.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Sad not to see Sam Brooks here today, but
Keeling not pulling out this time.
Oh, a Thompson pull out.
Pereira
again,
top.
and he's
flies it on! Toby Brooks has got it covered. Henry, I'd love to say I taught him that, but you can't teach that.
No, you can't teach that. That's just in the genes, as you say. Just like Sam Brooks, an excellent goalkeeper himself. Pereira, not got hands. Well, sometimes he does.
Newbold inching it closer and closer.
Passes back to Pereira, who's
Seb
really
Shaw
started to control this game. Passes to Williams. What's Williams see? He sees Will Thompson on the sideline.
Fast.
Ball into the D, and Brooks
cleaned
again.
up by Brooks.
Yeah, he's imperious, isn't he, in that D? It's his own house.
Hughes over the ball.
Arthur Hughes. He's not done much recently, although he's done a lot in the game.
Charlie Young, a bit of a fumble at the back, but picks it back up. Distributes back to Newbold, very fluid.
This is fluid hockey.
Where's Pereira?
Lazy? No.
He's on the bench, I think, now. He's having a bit of a breather.
Yeah. Tired.
Thompson, back to Williams.
Yeah, lovely work from Williams.
Yeah, and distributes out to the left half.
To Holding. Oh, and that's a first-time ball in from South. Well picked off by Cambridge. They've had an answer for everything Oxford have thrown at them so far.
They just seem so comfortable to sit off at the moment. I say that as they're scrapping in the D, though.
Arthur Hughes plays a dangerous ball in, but Cambridge again.
Duckworth deals with it, drives out to the right-hand side. Drills it out, safety first.
Oh.
Campkin now. Let's see what those long limbs can give us.
Oh,
distributes out to Lang. Keeps running.
By Campkin.
Give it back to him.
Campkin wants to run.
Now.
He's hit
onto Cambridge
still
foot.
Going. Oh
1,
my
2.
God. That's excellent play
Lang.
by Campkin.
Oh, umpires.
Umpires got to let them play there. Yeah, let them play.
Bill the power now over the ball, distributes to Park. Campkin now.
Oh, Campkin's really started to show his hands and his limbs as he falls on the ground there. Good
Taylor
there
bobbled
by
up.
Firth.
Play on.
Not sure what the umpire says. Not sure.
Holding. Safety first.
Firth was signalling 6 runs there.
Park looking up, plays it back to Wang.
And Oxford moving to an aggressive press here.
They
With
should-
only 15 minutes to go.
Seb
Cambridge-
Shaw now, he's free at the top.
Oxford are going to need to mark that man on the back
Oh,
post.
onto the back post!
Oh, great tackle by Matt Williams. Body on the line stuff that. And he's been tripped. Yes, the umpire's seen it. That's good.
They should have gone to the full press earlier, if you ask me, Henry.
I agree. I'm inclined to agree.
I think when they're looking back at the history books, I think they're going to have to blame it on that zonal press.
Potentially. I think Cambridge have just been very good so far. Very clinical in front of goal. I've personally been very impressed by them. A good outfit. But by no means has it been a one-sided affair. Oxford have had their chances. That's a great little V-drag there by Ed
wobbling
Firth.
through.
Yeah. Young turns, spins, looks up, finds, Goldberg with a little mistrap in the middle. Cambridge can play out.
Plays it back to Taylor. Taylor lobs it through to Atkins, who,
Arthur Hughes, what are you doing there?
Atkins looks up, drills it through.
Great pick by Pereira, great pick. That was a must-win tackle.
Sykes, who plays it to Taylor. Taylor having a
takes
bit
on
of
Young.
a fiddle.
Oh, but he's been robbed by Goldberg and he's tripped him up. That's not fair. Goldberg's half his age.
Oh, he's not happy about it, Taylor, but I think that's gone the right way, young man.
Yes, I think he has. Goldberg picks it up. He's none the worse for that little bit. No, I don't think he meant to do that, but that's fine. And they've given it away again. But the umpires, it's a sideline. So we build from Self, who passes the ball to Keeling, but Keeling can't quite get a hold of it.
Mopped up by Gilmore.
Self really has been throwing himself around in this game.
There's been commitment to the cause.
Yeah, real commitment.
Putting his
I love
body
to
on the
see that.
line.
Yeah, you can't turn around this evening and say that Self hasn't tried to win this game.
Taylor's rolled straight into him. He's lucky to get away with that. But Wang is now away into Atkins.
Thompson on the line.
Atkins plays it into the Oxford foot. It's a short corner,
That's
surely.
a short corner. Umpire, you've got that
What
wrong. I'm
game
really
is he
sorry.
watching?
Yeah, that's a short corner. That's come straight off both of the pins of Will Thompson.
I'm surprised they're not protesting more. Taylor into a Oxford foot.
Yeah, Oxford foot. Arthur Hughes there trying to clear his lines, just mistrapped it.
Taylor again, he's given a lot of space on the right-hand side and he uses it. Drives into the D, looks for the foot, doesn't get anything.
Great little touch there by Hughes. This isn't where we want to see Arthur Hughes doing his magic. We want to see him doing it up in the other 25.
Oxford 16. Pereira again over the ball. Distributes to Williams. Williams looks forward into that low-lying sun.
Goldberg moves the ball around. Oxford, nice tempo to their passing now. Have they finally found their rhythm?
Big press from Atkins there.
Yeah, Pereira running through and Newbold drops into the defence.
Atkins once again splits. Doesn't
Newbold
allow Newbold that option.
Very composed in the defence. Oh, he's fallen over.
And he's fallen over. Commentator's
Cambridge
curse,
nick it.
Henry.
Yes, it is. It really is. I should
Duckworth.
stop talking about him.
Drives. Out to
Good
Campkin.
ball.
1-2. Lovely bit of play there, but Self once again.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely selfless, if you ask me.
I agree.
Firth. He's had pretty naughty hands when we've had the chance to see him.
Firth, good player.
I feel that we haven't really had the opportunity to really observe the Cambridge forwards. As
No,
Ed
they've not
Tyler
really done
gives
much.
himself the opportunity to keep running, Ed, but he doesn't fancy it.
Nah.
Oh, that's wonderful ball
What?
through. A bit
To
too much on it
Self.
for Ed's sides.
It's a wonderful ball to Self, who picks it up, gives it to Pereira. That's a bit of a yip. To Young, lovely ball to Keeling, and can he run? Yes, he can. A little mistrap gives him the chance to run through. That's a ball. What can Newbold do? Oh, he's just lost control of it. Unlucky from there from Fred Newbold.
Drill down the line to Atkins,
great
who
pick up by
rolls
Atkins.
inside, past Williams.
Williams is
Oh,
actually
what a tackle, though.
one of the tackles you'll ever see in the world. What a fantastic pick.
Oh, but
Oh, shame about Newbold. I think he's
Tyler's
just trying
got
to do
long
too much.
limbs as well as he dribbles. Bunts it forward to Silver. Silver, an uncharacteristically short lid from him today. Drills it across, but no one's there. What a ball, though. Now,
nice play by
as we
Cambridge.
head into the last 10 minutes of the game, this could be the first time since 2015 where we've seen a Cambridge women win and a Cambridge men win.
Yeah, let's hope not. Keeling is giving everything here. Look at him
Oh,
charge.
Silver diving
Charge
challenge.
through the
Doesn't quite
midfield.
get a hold of it.
And Cambridge
But
can play out
Patrick
again.
Leong-Son being called up last night, I believe, after Oliver Phillips was struck down with illness.
Really impressive to see him turn up
We wish
today.
him the best of health,
Yeah, we do.
but it's great to see Patrick getting on the pitch. He's been absolutely wonderful for the Wanderers this year, who I believe had a fantastic 2-3 victory.
5-2, I think, against the Occasionals, Oxford University men's twos. Yeah, no, very good.
It's great to see the youthful talent coming up the ranks of the club.
It is. I like
As
to see
Duckworth
that sort of
strides through
fluidity.
the middle of the pitch, shrugging off any challenges.
Oh, your buddy watches that. Ooh, close to the post there. He would have been worried there.
Pereira.
Oxford look like they are using their last possible bits of energy.
Newbold
Newbold
beats Tyler,
Oh,
shunts it through.
Is that a Cambridge touch?
Hughes,
yes,
he
it
drilled
is.
that
It's
too.
a long corner. Hughes wants it. Hughes asks for it. Hughes gets it. What's he going to do?
Seb Shaw working back hard. That's what we like to see.
That's excellent work from Seb Shaw. Holding Oxford still. They've got time.
Oh,
You can score
Williams
a goal
in a
in
lot
20
of space.
seconds. Ooh, I'm not sure that's the ball. Oh, goal! Goldberg almost gets it. Oh, no.
What's that for?
I'm not sure. I thought just play on. I'm told it's a stick tackle.
We've been advised. Tyler drills it through to Seb Shaw, who
Cambridge are
can't
playing
get a
bit
hold of it.
Bit of Stoke hockey here, bit of Route 1. But they've got the time, they've got the goals. It's all in their hands. Oyebode knocks that second ball off as Oxford play again. We've not really said George's name all game.
Arthur Hughes.
Yeah, lovely from Arthur Hughes.
Oh, Charlie Young dives, picking it up.
That's spectacular from Charlie Young. Reeling back the years, reeling back the years. Oh, lovely, a little step through by the Oxford left half holding, who then passes to Newbold. What's he going to do?
Firth.
Firth.
Oh, very naughty. Dribbles it out and in.
A completely pointless bit of skill. I've been known to do that as well. Yeah, and
oh, it's a bit of green!
Oh,
see you later, Firth.
Ed Firth gets given a quality street, and not a good one. A green one.
So I never enjoyed those green ones. The minty ones, they're not my favourite.
I've actually never had a green card. I'm a straight yellow guy myself.
And the sun now has completely disappeared behind the trees here in Trent Park.
And it's pretty chilly.
Hanti and Wang charging
Really nice
back.
step by Holding. That's a great pick.
Oh,
by
Ed Sides. Bit of disguise there. Through to...
This is hockey, hockey, hockey.
Oh,
Lovely
through
hockey.
to Silver.
Oh, but Oyebode's all
cleared.
over that. That last ball just missing.
I had
lovely hockey by
reminiscence of the second goal there.
A lovely passage of hockey by Cambridge.
Duckworth.
I must say they've played really good team hockey, Cambridge. No flashy stuff, just really good team hockey.
It's going to be hard to pick out a man of the match here because it's really been a team effort from Cambridge. Nonetheless, we're going to have to do it, Henry.
We are, yeah. Players of the match for the last game.
Bethan Moncourt and Rachel Harrison, I believe.
Ellie Harrison.
Sorry.
Her younger sister, yeah, had an excellent game.
Through to Seb Shaw now, across the face of the goal! It's a fourth for Cambridge!
And
it's come out of nowhere!
Nothing to say.
Henry, I must admit, we were chatting away. I missed a bit of the build-up play there.
I think it was just a ball into the D, a bit scrappy. Defence not really paying attention, and that's gone straight into the back of the net.
It's a classic goal to the T-spot. Drives hard down the baseline and played across.
Classic Cambridge goal, yeah.
It's
really
been
good.
absolute composure from Cambridge as we enter into the last 5 minutes.
I must say, it's not been in any way a domination on the stat sheet other than the goals section, but Cambridge have just controlled this game. I'm very impressed with their side.
And the Cambridge fans are really erupting now, as they know that victory is surely all but assured.
Yeah, refreshments have been had, and supporters are in good voice.
Seb Shaw closes down. Newbold, who has had an absolutely fantastic game, I think.
He's had a good game, yeah. I think he's been good.
He's been playing giving it all his all. Seb Shaw absolutely skins him though there.
Yeah.
Seb Shaw picked out by Williams.
Yeah, really nice step
Williams
by
through
Williams.
to the captain, Keeling, who drops off. Lovely first time pass. But
That's
Ed
a
Tyler,
great tackle by Tyler. Come on, Williams.
Bit
Come
of
on,
time
Matt.
at the top here. Bunts it to Newbold. Newbold pops it through.
Ooh.
Oh, diving from...
Is that from, who's that? Gilmore on the floor. He's not very happy. Oh, he's got cramp. He's got cramp.
He's got cramp.
Yeah, it's a cold
Help
day.
him out. Help him out. Ed Sides come to his aid.
Yeah.
Number 69 on the floor there. I think that's the thing when you're striding through from the back line as much as Sean Gilmore
Yeah,
is.
he's really been
you're
stretching his legs out, yeah.
You're going to cramp up at some point, aren't you?
Yeah, he's really putting a shift, actually. Box-to-box defender, don't often hear that. Oxford, of course, are still on.
And he's limping off
still
the
at 10
pitch.
men.
I think put your hands together for Sean Gilmore there.
Yeah, really good play from Sean Gilmore. Oh, and
Bill
Kate
Taylor, the Cambridge crowd erupts as they dispatch with another Oxford advance.
Matt Williams kicked that, I think.
Will Silver composed over the ball. Seb Shaw advancing through.
Oh,
That's naughty there!
That is
Oh,
really nice bit of skill.
Bill Taylor plays it through back to Shaw. That's a
short
shorty!
corner. Shaw's won a short corner.
Seb Shaw there, absolutely filthy through the middle, plays it to Bill Taylor, who gives it right back. And Seb Shaw distributes it onto an Oxford
That's
foot.
come from an Oxford long corner. That's really good play from Cambridge, as much as it pains me to say.
I mean, it's wonderful to see. We had 5 freshers, I believe, last year who played for the Blues, and they're here now in their second year. Absolutely imperious 4-0 lead. And what's really wonderful about that is they've got another year, and some of them 2.
Yeah, one of the most dominant performances I've seen.
We
from
could
Cambridge
see
side.
a bit of a generation here of Cambridge wins.
Let's hope not. Yeah.
Ed Sides now. I think we could be looking at Ed Sides straight flick here. I'm thinking in the bottom right is where he favours.
Bottom right, okay. Let's look out.
Ed
Johan
Sides
Pereira
from the
standing
top.
there. He's
It's
already picked
bottom
one.
right.
Oh, it's the Cambridge special.
Oh, there it is!
And that's numero
Number 5.
Number 5.
It's a
Oyebode's picking out
5-0
his
win.
net again. He's not happy. Keeling is not impressed.
My word. I have to say, you know, Cambridge maybe were coming into this game as the favourites, having drilled Ipswich, East Suffolk 8-1 on Saturday, but I wouldn't have predicted this scoreline, Henry.
No, neither would I. I must say though, Oxford have been good. They've just not quite had the end product.
The last time we saw a 5-0 loss was from an Oxford win in 1994.
Good days. That goes off for a sideline. Cambridge with only 2.5 minutes left, standing over the ball, playing into their own D. Oxford have gone for a full press. I think there's no other real option as Hughes picked it up in the midfield.
The floodlights coming on full beam now as Bill Taylor is called up. He's not happy about it.
Oh, for Hughes, he's got a ball on. He's not going to play it. He plays it back.
Campkin.
Looking at Pereira. Pereira launches an aerial, beautiful aerial to Holding, who can't quite bring it under.
He was in a lot of space there.
Yeah, he was. Not an easy pickup. He made a very good reverse dip pickup in the first half, but he couldn't pick that one. Couldn't hold it. Oh, and then Wang answers with another aerial of his own.
Oh,
yeah,
Seb
Thompson
Shaw.
washes off, but you've not got that time, Will.
What's the umpire calling for there?
Oxford building up from the 25. One last push. Thompson plays that into a foot. Oxford have a free hit in the 25. What's he going to do? He looks back to Hughes, who's now playing at centre-back. That's
Sykes has
not
picked
the
it up.
best pass.
Campkin now dribbling through. Oh! What is that?
Young's just thrown his stick. Campkin's been good. He's got hands. He's really shown himself in the second half. Oxford did well to silence him in the first, but he's he's coming to his own. As the Cambridge fans start shouting, start cheering.
In the summer month, Sykes likes to play a bit of polo, and he's been galloping around today, I have to say, as we enter the final 20 seconds.
Johnny SS, yeah, he has. That's a good tackle by Pereira. He's been good.
And now, as the time dwindles out, 8 seconds to go. What a day of hockey we have experienced today.
Yeah, really excellent hockey, and
as Cambridge win,
that's a wrap.
The bench run out. Toby Brooks runs up the pitch to embrace.
That's the quickest he's ever run.
The captain, Ed Tyler. We haven't seen a lot of him, but when we have, he's been absolutely wonderful. First time since 2015 that we've seen a Cambridge win in both the women's and the men's.
A really, really dominating performance.
It's been an absolutely thrilling day of hockey. The women's a 3-3 draw before heading to shuffles.
Yeah, an excellent game, that one for the spectators. And here, a 5-goal, not a thriller, but a 5-goal domination.
Drubbing.
Yeah, drubbing. I hate to say it. Yeah, 5-goal decimation by Cambridge.
It's not what you would have expected.
A great team performance.
But I think, you know, tactics have cost Oxford in this game.
Potentially, yeah. I think Cambridge just played a really good team game, you know.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the standout features of both games. For me, is
good team performance.
It was a team performance.
Yeah, despite the best efforts of Hughes, Keeling, and Newbold, and Self, who I thought played very well. There was, Cambridge just had a brilliant team performance, led from the back by Gilmore.
And I really love, we've got a generation of players coming through the ranks here. Seb Shaw, Harry Atkins, Bill Taylor, Will Silver, Hantian Wang. And they're going to be really powering Cambridge through for the next couple of years. And it's wonderful to see Will Silver joining him. He'll be surely putting on his Blues blazer for the first time this evening.
A wonderful feeling.
A wonderful, wonderful feeling, and fully deserved. He's been absolutely wonderful today.
Full credit to the whole Cambridge team.
His friends got it the year before, and I know that was slightly painful for him, but he's really, really deserved it here. As Seb Shaw runs over to his fans at the halfway. Absolutely wonderful. We've had a number of new Blues today for both Cambridge and Oxford. Yeah. It's a wonderful honour. For Cambridge, we've got Harry Lang, who's been an absolute stalwart of CUHC and the Wanderers for the past couple of years, and he's had his first taste of the Blues match today. Fully deserved.
All Etonian, yeah. Well done to him, and well done to the Oxford postgrads and newbies who've turned up and really put in a good shift. First year for Fred Newbold, so hopefully he'll be looking to change this on the score sheet for next year.
Was he a first year, Henry?
Yeah, only a first year.
It was an absolute fantastic performance from Newbold.
Yeah.
And they're huddled over there in the dugout there, Oxford. But you know, they've really done themselves proud. Because it's not easy coming out, playing in front of the number of fans which we've got out here today.
Not at all. This Oxford team will be looking to rebuild from now, have a look at themselves and move on. Hopefully this will be a springboard into next year where they can regroup and come back with a competitive win.
And it was a young side, only 5 returning Blues in the Oxford side. So, you know,
Josh Keeling's done an absolute job on this team with a really under a lot of difficult situation for him to come back and try and get a completely new team together and get them ready for a very difficult season.
I look forward to the varsities ahead of us, with this young sides on both sides of the house.
Yeah. So we'll sign off there. Well done to Cambridge for 2 wins today.
Yeah, and thank you most of all to the fans at home, the fans on the side of the pitch, because that's what it's all about.
Yes, thank you for listening to us and for watching this excellent spectacle. Thank you, Monty.
That's good night. Thank you, Henry.
See you later.
See you.
Guys, quickly please, if you can. Okay, we're ready to start. Okay, so we're now with the presentations. First of all, can you please, there are 4 people in white shirts here standing at the edge of the picture. This is the Foil Patrol. These are from Southgate Hockey Club Junior section. Is there anybody from the section? I don't say so. Can you please put your hands together over here and there? Thank you very much, guys. Well done. Next up, umpires, please, can the umpires come up and please put your hands together for Alarm Kurosama and Rowan Secure. Today, all the participants are going to be receiving community protection presented by Mike Stoller, the president of England Hockey, standing next to me. Okay, so let's do. You're next. You need to come up in a ticket bird as you may know. You need to be led up by your captain. And the last person to come up is your man of the match, Fred Newbold. So, Austin, please led by your captain. Up you come. You've got a captain. Very well. This way, this way. So, thank you. So well done, Cambridge. Thank you very much for coming along. It just remains for me to thank everybody who is volunteering and helped out. So that's the staff, the Southfield Hockey Centre, the volunteers, the Southfield Hockey Club, and the James Building, the chair of the Varsity Hockey Committee, and the president of Green Hockey, Mark Stoddard, for coming along. Thank you so very much, everybody. Have a good trip home. We'll see you next year. Thank you. Goodbye.
Great result.